The stream is not going live.
Yeah, I see that. I just went live and it's not working. There it is.
What?
Share my screen.
Cute.
Can you see? Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Screen is out versus there it is.
So I did a we did a fuck up in communication. Could you share your Streamlabs?
My Streamlabs?
Yep. Oh no, you're live. We're not live now.
We're not live.
Hello, live.
Oh yes. Okay.
Live on stream. Are we up?
Yeah, stream is live.
CPU
Oh, brilliant.
occupancy over 99%. Oh no.
I mean, it will fix itself. Maybe. Ah.
Let me close out all of my
Yeah.
stuff here. Oh no.
Crap.
I closed out Assetto Corsa crap.
Where are you doing it? Just go back.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. But we have enough time to quality.
You need me to hop in? I can hop in as well and do the streaming if it's necessary.
I got it. I can do this.
So how does it look?
Let's see. And there we go. We are alive.
That's good.
Everything's running smoothly now. We're okay.
Brilliant.
Hello everyone.
Hello,
We're live
hello,
on
hello.
stream. Yay, we're live. Hello Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna leave you now to it. Well, have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And DK, you can see my stream now, right? Through Discord?
So nothing's happening.
Hmm?
Oh no. Oh, it's quality already.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, so we're on quality. Didn't know that, no one told me.
Yeah, everybody's just getting their outlaps done now.
Who's your
Only-
favorite for a poll today, Will?
My favorite for poll, I think Iwis is gonna get it. He's been pretty consistently in like low 34s, high 33s. I'm interested to see. I just want to look through everybody's liveries because there's been some really good submissions. Oh, these guys are all running the defaults. This is a classic right here.
Looks good. This one, I like this
Mamma
one.
mia.
The Italian livery. Brilliant.
Oh, there's already been
Oh,
someone
there was
punting.
something. Oh,
You
I
hate to
hope
see
wasn't
it.
a punt. I hope it wasn't a punt, maybe just a mistake. Can happen. Here's Steven. I guess it is his first race uncharged. I'm not sure about it. Let's see how he will do in maybe first qualifying. He's nearly 6 seconds up. That's good to see.
I'm waiting for the Flex Seal car to get in. I don't remember who was running that, but
Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was nearly a race stuff.
I want to see where is. Oh, Fox is about to set a timed lap. Let's see what he can do.
Tino goes, I believe, to the last corner of the track. Very tricky hard pain. Goes for a line, and it's
135, so not quite pole.
8 tenths out of Red Serpent. I mean, he's my favorite for pole today, but Avis is not far away, less than a tenth. Zena goes for it. Oh, no, he doesn't.
He's gonna reset.
So I have to be careful to don't rejoin. Yeah. Everyone's safe. I mean, someone locked up in the first corner.
Trying to see where everybody's at, because this looks like an out lap. Oh no! Oh no, he binned it.
This exit looks pretty tricky for everyone. I mean, this is the first, let's say, slide we saw here. On board with yellow 13, 6th place with 137.9. First sector like 5 tenths. 5 tenths, that's not bad. Would be P3 now. Let's see what he can do.
Everybody giving him some space. You love to see that.
Going to blind corner. Nail it. Is he now going to the end of the second sector? Hey, 3 tenths. 3 tenths lost. The Fox goes now to provisional pole at 134.5. Goes into the hard pain. And there was a spin. Now there was that a yellow 13 goes to the last corner of the Donington.
Let's see what he can do. Can he improve? I don't think he's going to be able to improve. Can he beat the 134.5? Not quite, but he moves up to 4th place with a 136.08. Very nice. What's Steven going to do? Oh, that was an out lap, huh?
Well, now he goes into his fast lap.
Head of the Allen fan club right here.
Exactly.
Steven's been practicing a lot, so I know that a 138 is not his best. He could easily improve on that. Let's just see if he can tie together a clean lap.
You'll see, right now he's losing 6 tenths to Fox. We'll see if he can improve in sector 2. Now he goes to the blind corner, one of the trickiest in Donington Park circuit. And now goes to second place. Rush. I'll let you to say.
Roshan Ward G improves to 2nd place. I want to see if we can get anybody in the 133s.
Well, I'm pretty sure because this is
Red Serpent takes takes provisional pole with a 134.2.
That's a good one.
Also have to give a shout out to him for donating to Charge recently. Very nice.
Exactly.
Helps us keep the servers up and running.
Yeah, everyone
Very
is free
generous.
to donate. Still now goes to oh, this wasn't quite perfect. Well, we'll see if he can improve.
136. He moves up to 9th place.
That's not bad, but he can definitely improve.
Let's see if Fox can improve on his time. He's got a
I'm
very
pretty sure he
classy
cannot.
looking livery. Oh
I'm
no,
pretty sure
definitely
he
not. Yeah, did not see the time.
Uh,
that's funny.
yeah, but next lap, who knows?
Iris is already 2/10 down. Oh, someone bottled it.
Nicely out of the track, so he doesn't slow down anyone. Now he's heading for the end of the second sector. What's it gonna be?
Lost another 10. See if he can make that up in the final few turns.
It
Oh,
would be
you get a
really
little shaky. Oh, big lockup. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, and
Africa.
he backs out. Red
It could have
Serpent
been
coming
second
back to
turn.
coming up to the final turn. This is a very tricky turn. Oh, I don't think he's gonna improve. There's no way.
I'm pretty sure about Fox is moved to the second place if he wasn't there. But he improved his time and he's now less than a 10 behind Red Serpent, and Fox improved in first sector. First sector, 7,000 up on the Red Serpent.
It's something.
Close. It's something. It's really close. I'm looking forward to the race
Oh
so much.
no! He washes out wide. That's a shame. Let's see if Roshan Ward can move up. No, he's 2/10 down. Let's see what he can do coming into the final sector.
Well, it would be improvement. but
Nice
even
and
won't be enough.
tidy. Oh, a little bit of a lockup. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll see as he comes up to the final corner. It's a little bit of a tight line going through there. A lot of traffic on the final straight. Can he improve?
I hope it won't hurt him, and it's...
No, he was not
Well,
able
it's
to
an
improve.
improvement. It's an improvement for slab, but not enough. Watch out! Whoa.
Got a lot of people. Let's see who else is on a flying lap. Back to Yellow in his Need for Speed Most Wanted livery. Absolutely lovely.
Simply lovely. 4/10 out of Red Serpent.
Oh, I was reading those deltas wrong. I thought that was according to their time. Oh, and he washes out wide. This is a tricky corner, that.
It is.
See who else. We'll stay on board with Maggie for this lap.
Yeah, now he's P10.
Got knocked down,
No, he's
foes
not.
improved.
It's pretty good lap. It's really close to yellow 13. Yeah, this can be interesting.
Delta
This
is not.
interesting.
I wonder if he invalidated it somewhere, or if this is an outlap. It's not showing the, not showing his time currently.
Yeah, maybe he invalidated it up.
We'll see when he crosses the line.
Yeah. It looks like everyone's on track except Iceman, so we're pretty busy.
It's good to see Iceman in here. He was having some issues with his, with being able to connect to the server, so I'm glad he sorted all that out.
Exactly.
Oh, a little bit of a lockup, a little bit of traffic, but Maggie makes it through clean.
And Now, Chief goes to P5 with 35.5.
Another lockup from Maggie. Let's see what he can do.
KMOJG go for 4th place, 35.0.
And Maggie up to 4th place with a 134.8.
Oh,
Very nice.
well, I tried to invalid it, but it was a kill up.
Oh, it was invalid?
Yeah,
Something. No, I think it's just something going on with the timing.
maybe. Sir achieve this beautiful Italian livery.
It's pizza time.
Exactly. Maybe he could have found Lando Norris's helmet from Monza. And put it into full livery would be really nice.
Currently a second down on Red Serpent's time.
Well, that would be an improvement.
Yes, yes. Let's see what he can
Currently
do.
to P5, if I'm not completely dumb. Just
Nice and
missing
tidy
Kinroad
through second to last. The penultimate turn.
Yeah, so they're improving from
Oh,
Steven.
a little bit of a lockup. What can he do? Where's he gonna end up? $135.9. He does not
Oh
improve.
my, we were asking for 33 and that's 33.6 from Red Serpent. Nice. No, it's not that close for a while.
He's got some traffic to deal with.
There was a spin.
He makes it. Ooh, a little bit of a challenge. No. Oh, and he scrubs wide. Foes is just starting his lap. Let's see what he can do.
The last lap of him put him to P3. Let's see if we can improve it.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
Having a little bit of drama with traffic. I think he had to back off there.
Yeah, I mean, we already have some racing here in qualifying.
Does not look like he will be able to improve. That little incident knocked off a bit of his time. Yeah, he's 2 seconds down from Red Serpent. It's looking like he's not going to improve. I'm gonna go check out Camo JG, another American. See what he can do as he comes into the penultimate corner. On board now. Nice line. Can he improve on his 135? No, he cannot. He does not improve. Can Sir Chief Duke, does he improve? The Pizza Mobile? He does not improve on his time. Oh, there's a spin in front of Iwas. Missed it. Oh, there he goes. I was only 1.2 tenths off. See if you can make that up. Oh no. Scrubs wide. Steven up into 10th place. He's backing off, setting up for his next lap. Head of the Allen fan club, what can he do? Steven will be joining us in the commentary box after this race. frozen.
Um, okay. Okay.
I can't really hear you. Your mic is messing up a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you are. There
that's
you
not-
are. Everything all good?
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Steven's now finishing his lap. Let's see if it's gonna be an improvement. And
It is not.
aye. Look it up. I can see Red Serpent is back in pits. Probably he's happy with his lap. I think he can be. He's
Yeah.
comfortably on pole.
He's definitely got a comfortable lead. Oh, a spin out in the back. Who was that? Could not see.
Someone's pushing the limits.
Steven scrubbing wide and
Oh!
somebody spins as well. Oh man.
Oh no, what did he? Oh, I hope it was safe.
Nah, it was clean, it looked like.
Ah,
Yellow 13, 1.4 away from pole, but still could improve on his time.
it would be a really big improvement on his lap. Let's see how did he do in second sector. That's plus 1.9. Well, it will still be an improvement.
See if you can hold it together. Gonna go on board with Fox as he comes close to the line. He's not going to improve here.
Focus on the exit right now. This is going to be his last lap.
So, is yellow 13, right? And he does not improve on his time. A shame. On board now with Cosmic AC. This is his first charged event. Let's see what he can do with his final timed lap.
Carlson improves with his 35.3 to P9.
Oh no! And Cosmic spins.
Ah,
A damn shame.
this can happen when you're pushing limits.
Oh, and somebody right next to him also. Uh-oh. Oh, he's safe. He's safe.
Yeah,
Oh,
good,
boy.
good. Oh no!
Not entirely sure what's happening over here. Might be a little bit of
Tires
celebration for the end of qualifying.
Oh, maybe. But tires are definitely good. Iris goes to P6.
This is definitely going to be an interesting race. Just hope that there's not too many heroics on the first lap.
Well, I'm looking forward to it and to Reverse Grid Race as well.
Grayson improves up to P15.
Sure is on his last lap as well. So now he's heading for a last turn. Will be an improvement. It looks like it. He has good time. He misses the last corner.
Not a perfect turn there. What can he do though? It's looking like a good improvement. Moved up to P12. Very nice.
I mean, if it wasn't that mistake, it could have been P10.
See if anybody's still on a flying lap. Looks like a washing machine is. Or a wash machine. Oh, and he locks up.
Ah,
So sad. And looks like everybody's heading into the pits for the end of quali now.
Yep.
Yep.
looks like
and
we,
here
yes,
go.
we are done. Red Serpent took a pole by 6 tenths. That's a lot. That's a lot, but it's a really good qualifying from Red Serpent, who has the first race on our server, I guess. Very good performance from him, as Fox joins him on first row with his 34.2.
While we have some time, I'm gonna show a preview for our next upcoming event. Or what we have coming up.
And your screen froze for me again. Thank you. Yep, looks fine, thank you. And now it doesn't. Well, let's just wait for the race.
I think it's whenever I go into OBS.
Yeah, probably. I'll just get it back when we're gonna start. We're on the grid. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Now everyone has time to go on toilet, maybe have a drink.
We are now just waiting in our break. Give it some time to start up.
What are your predictions for the first race?
I believe that we're gonna have a pretty close pack in the front. I think with his quali time, I feel like Red Serpent has a good chance of running away with it in the beginning, but we'll see if he can hold it together or if he doesn't get punted by somebody. But I do believe that with the distance between pole and our back markers that there's going to be quite a bit of blue flags during this race, so it's going to be interesting to see how these boys deal with the traffic.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it was really close in qualifying, between like P3 to P10 maybe even more.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be interesting with the difference in pace shown here so far, but should make for some good racing.
Well, I hope for that. I mean, everyone does. We'll see. But now we still have nearly 10 minutes, so we don't have much to speak about.
So we've got Red Serpent on pole, Fox on the front row with him, Foes in third, Roshan Ward G in fourth, Maggie in fifth, Iwis in sixth, Sir Chief 7th, Camo JG in 8th, Yellow 13 in ninth, Golson 10, Steven Soldier in 11th, Shiro in 12th, Dobby Zioso in 13th, Cosmic AC 14, Grayson 15th, Awash Machine 16th, Air 2024 in 17th, Dumb Racer 21 starting 18th, Iceman 19th, and Finley McDonald in 20th.
Brilliant. Now we've read the grid and we still have 50 seconds to go.
If only we
I
had some
heard.
better graphics, but
Uh, I hope everyone's having a good evening. And I hope you will enjoy this race.
30 seconds, people are revving their engines.
It's important.
Inspire
Yeah.
fear in those around you. The lights are on. 10 seconds, here we go.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slides.
And they're off. Here we go. See what people try to do coming into turn 1. Can they all make it through? Red Serpent's a little bit wide. Looking like someone's making a move up the inside. Nope, he's running away with it. Oh, and there's some drama in the back. Oh no.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that's not good. A lot of cars involved in that.
Yeah.
It's looking
It's
like
I was in the back. He was starting before. I hope that's unfortunate for him.
it's looking like Serpent's running away with it. A little close battle with Fox here. He loses the position to Camo. Oh no, can he hold it? Oh, very close, but he holds on to it. Good control from Fox there.
Oh, this is pretty hectic.
Yeah, we got 2 big packs going here. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Wash machine
Hello!
bins him. Oh, that's
But
such
why?
a shame.
That was a martyr. Why would you do that?
Iceman's backing
Ah.
up. Letting the few go by, I guess. Maybe he was involved in that incident. Oh, what happened there? Who was that? Finley McDonald. What happened?
He crashed. That was good.
Maggie and Fox having a little battle here.
Ah.
And we lost Dumb Racer 21.
Now we are in
Let's
second
see.
lap.
Looks like Grayson's closing in on yellow 13 here.
Came out JG's in the plates.
He must have ruined his tires in the spin. He was talking about strategy before the race started, so he was on the softs.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good strategy.
It's too short of a race to be able to get away with the pit stop, but maybe he'll have the pace to catch up.
Maggie is close behind Fox.
He had someone going off there. And Maggie closes the gap. Oh, he took a good line through there.
Six times behind, getting some slipstream. I hope it
Hold
helps.
it. Oh, that's a big cut right there. That is not.
I'm pretty sure this was very close. I don't know if he left at least a piece of his wheels on the curb. I'm not sure
We
about
got
that.
a little pack here.
Grayson goes a bit wider than he would like to. Now he has to
He has
defend
the
his
inside.
position.
See if yellow 13 can get him. Oh, it's very close, but he makes it. He hooks it together. Grayson is holding on to the position.
Just still side to side.
A little bit wide coming in there.
He's
He had a
trying
better
to-
exit.
Ooh, very good exit. Not good enough. Not now. Maybe will he try to send it down into this corner, down the inside?
See if they both make it through. Late on the brakes. Ooh, a little touch with the grass, but he holds it together. Very nice from yellow 13. Camo JG. Trying to climb back up the... Oh no! As he bends Sir Chief. It's not good.
It's one position up.
Through controversial means, he's making his
Now
way back
yellow,
to the field.
Yellow 13 is on Grayson. Less than a 10 between them as they
Okay.
go to this chicane.
Oh, no
Oh!
contact, but yellow 13 backed off. That was very close. Steven Soldier moves up. Yellow
Got to see
13
for a
all
close
types
battle.
of shaky through here.
Oh, you
I
really
was-
lost some
I was
places.
making the moves.
Right, he's at a very bad stand. He's now in P11 going down the inside.
Oh, and they touch.
Oh no!
It looks like yellow 13 came away worse from that. Got a big
It's some
pack
James
here.
style there. He's up to P10. I don't think this is gonna be enough for him. Steven
Oh,
Oh,
a little
and
bit
there
of
was
drama.
crash.
Grayson got binned. I wonder if he spun or if that was a punt.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure we will see it in Zero 2.
Oh yes. See what these two can do.
No, Always goes for Shiro, and he gets him. He has
Roshan
P7.
gets that done nice and clean, easily through. Yellow 13. Oh no!
Watch out! Oh, that was
Cosmic
that was
AC lives. He lives to drive through the next corner.
Well, he survived it. That's good to see.
A little bit of a lockup from Shiro in the car ahead. That's their chief closing in on Camo JG. Camo JG making it into the pits and still coming back. Oh, but Sir Chief gets such a better exit through the chicane and just blasts right past him.
That's the power of pizza.
Oh, but he locks up. He goes wide. Very wide.
Ah,
Camo GG right there on him.
looks like he will stay there.
But can he get a better exit? Can he force him into a mistake?
Now Fox catched up to Foes. He's now 4 tenths behind him.
Let's see what's happening. Oh, Fox going for a scenic route.
Maybe he just wanted to cool down his terrace in grass.
Could be, could be. Got Roshan Ward 2 tenths behind. Cosmic AC. Cosmic AC
Very
having some pretty
close.
poor luck today. Involved in a few incidents that did not seem like they were his fault. But what can Roshan do?
Will he try to go around the outside?
Oh.
It looks like it.
Oh,
It's
but he
really
backs
tight
off.
here.
He backs off.
Oh, that's pretty responsible from him. Really nice driving.
Yes, a lot of
Now he
respect
get-
shown between these two, but he gets past clean. Yellow 13 catching up to Shiro. Coming through the chicane. A little bit of a cut there. Looks like it did not help him too much. Red Serpent with the fastest lap. Oh, lock up from Shiro.
Yeah, Yellow now tried to prepare his exit, but he didn't manage. But no, Fox is back on Fox, 2 tenths between them.
Let's see what he can do.
It looks like Fox has really strong third sector and first as well. He's on his rear bumper. Will he go wide like he did last time? No, he
No,
didn't.
he's got a better exit through that turn. What can he do coming up to this fast right-hander? Oh, he's going for the inside. Nope, he backs out. It's a
Show
good
his
exit.
nose there.
Still right on him. Fox is still right on his tail. See if he can catch up a little bit through the chicane. Oh, a little shaky going in. Oh, Camo JG, and Camo JG's having a little battle here.
Oh, someone's off.
That looked like Cosmic AC again.
Ah, it was a nice battle of 3 cars. But now it's not. A flood of Joes. As I can see, this for P13, another one that's 3 cars for P8, Shiro, Yellow 13, and the Russian then or how is he called?
Oh, Camo GG's got a better exit, so let's see, can he get it done? And he does. Fox. Oh no! Fox
Oh, no!
murders foes!
Well, glad we've catch it on stream, but I'm not glad it happened.
It's not looking good for foes now. See if he can recover.
Maybe Fox tried to go down the inside there. I saw it was pretty close gap between them, so yeah, we'll see after the race when we catch the replay. There's
Oh,
still
13. Oh
Oh
no!
no!
He was so close. He just got a little bit too
no.
bold.
I
Roshan
was about to say that we have 3 cars for PA, but
Oh. Looks like people's tires are starting to go.
yeah.
Oh wow. Shiro going for a wide grass line, and Roshan says, "Thank you very much. I will take that position."
Yeah.
Wash machine. This looks like a close battle between these two quote-unquote Hondas. Closes the gap by 3/10 coming up to this corner. Can he get a better exit? Oh, he does.
Yes, you can.
Grayson goes off. Manages to hold the position.
Now he has to prepare his exit because this is a long straight before the chicane. But Grayson managed his exit to really well. This looks good for him.
Grayson looking a little bit shaky under braking. Oh,
Very
Wash
good
Machine's got a
exit.
very good exit.
Goes
Can he
down
get it
the
done?
inside.
And he does. A little bit of a lockup from Grayson. And Wash Machine says, "Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, you got on the power too early." Oh, such a shame.
But he waits for cars to pass to return safely. Respect plus, but not for the spin. That's unfortunate. But now it's
GG
close.
on a good recovery drive. Sir Chief closing in on Shiro ahead.
Number of pizza. He's very good turn on Shiro. Something
He's
happened
closing
to
in a
Grayson
really good
again.
exit. He's gonna be able to get it done as Shiro smokes wide.
A lot of people are cutting across there.
Sir Chief manages to keep it clean.
Oh, there was another C for Shiro.
Wonder if Red Serpent's starting to catch up to any back markers yet.
I don't know, but I'm sure he's.
Oh, we
is
have a late
good.
entry from the Flex Seal Mobile.
Oh,
I was wondering where he was. This is such a beautiful livery. Such a shame we didn't get to see him really compete, but
yeah.
what an amazing livery.
So screen.
Is it frozen?
Yeah.
Sorry. Should be alright. Roshan Ward coming up on Steven. Got a little bit of a pack here.
It's really good exit. Now he's on Steven's real bumper.
Can Steven hold him off? He had to go
I don't
conservative
think
through there.
He does very
Roshan's
good
got
exit.
a good exit, but let's see what happens going into the chicane.
Something happened to S Chief. Now he drops to P16. But now we're watching this battle for P7.
Camo JG also closing in on Shiro for 9th position. Shane Ward, can he get it? Can he get it done coming into the final turn?
No. He'll
Camo
try
JG
to.
gets past Shiro.
I was past Coulson for P5.
Stevens
This
catching
is
up to
very
Coulson.
close. This is very close. Something happened to Coulson, I believe it was in the last corner. Steven now
He
goes down
locks up
inside.
his tires. Nice and tidy, giving each other some room. Some. Might have been a bump in there, who knows.
KMOGG's waiting for his chance. Another lockout for Steven. Will KMOGG try to
Oh,
get
who's that
something?
going
Oh,
off? I think that was a
I have
back
no
marker.
idea.
Oh,
Steven.
what happened to Steven there? Roshan just ran around the outside.
Maybe he made a mistake?
It's a beautiful move, but Steven gets the position back. This is a good fight, this. Roshan coming up for another run and going into the chicane. Can he get it done?
Seems trying to squeeze him. Good job
Oh,
from
going
him.
for a little switch early on the brakes. Very conservative. Like, it's a really good exit though.
Oh no, Coulson lost it there.
Coulson bins it, loses 2 positions for it.
Trying to go down the inside.
Keep the brakes from locking up here. It's a good exit. What can he do? Coming into the final corner. Gets a good exit. Back on board now. This battle for 6th place is heating up.
Was a bit wider maybe there.
Yeah. His tires are falling off, it seems.
Yeah, just 3 minutes to go. It's about 2 laps, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Very good exit from Roshan, but he tried to go down the inside and follow the corner.
Almost got very close there on the brakes. Just trying to keep it steady, and he runs around the outside again. Oh,
Oh,
but he goes
oh
wide.
my.
Steven's just playing games with him.
Very good try from Steven.
Yes, he's very, very smooth, but
Yep.
taking a weird line through that corner nonetheless.
Oh, Roshan.
He's running up towards the chicane.
They go down the inside.
Oh,
It's a bold
they're
move.
close. He had to back off, giving each other space. Very respectful. Love to see it.
That's very good. Maybe Coulson now will have a run on Roshan. He's now 2 tenths behind.
Oh yes, this is a. Oh, but Roshan spins.
Oh no! Well, he's not the first we've seen spin this turn. Be careful. Be careful.
Oh, gave
Good,
enough
thank
room.
you.
Back on board with Golson. Can he close the gap to Steven? 1.3 seconds.
Well, he did some mistakes, but he was at the top, so he might have a pace to catch him. He still
Oh,
has.
he's locking that
laps.
front right a lot.
This was a pretty intense race.
Yes, but it's really spread out now. As Roshan still he gets passed by KMOJG. KMOJG on an incredible recovery drive here. And I am biased because he's American. He's running away from Roshan. Roshan definitely doesn't have much left in the tires after spinning twice. This is a very good race, this.
It's a bit quiet now, but I mean, we had a really good race. I'm looking forward to a reverse grid one because I want to see Red Serpent going through the grid. Has Cosmic AC lost it? Yep.
I don't know if that was... Oh, Cosmic AC spinning.
Something happened to Roshan. Roshan's in the pits.
Roshan, his tires had to have been gone.
Maybe he's pulling
That's
out the run-out strategy. Finish last in the first race, then Paul in the second one.
This is going to be a very interesting reverse grid race. Maybe it was also Natan's. Maybe it was the Flex Seals strategy to show up halfway through the race and secure
Yeah.
pole for the second one.
We are now on the last lap.
Oh, someone spins.
Now it's up entering the last turn.
And it's Red Serpent getting the win, flashing his headlights as he passes the finish line. Great
Gets
drive
in there,
from
Red
him.
Serpent. Gets in
Secured.
there, but
Get in there,
Is there-
Lewis.
gets in there. As there's battle for P11, not anymore. Well, now Fox finishes P2. After a collision he had with Fox for battle for this place, we'll see what happened there after the race. Meiji finished third, Fox fourth. I mean, after very bad start when he dropped to last place, I hope, when he was mixed up in some collisions. It's pretty good for him to finish P5 as Steven. In his debut, I hope his debut, and
Oh, never mind. Has he crossed the finish line? No, he didn't.
no, he didn't!
He
What
didn't. He
happened?
threw away two
What
positions
happened?
in the final turn. Oh no! What happened? Oh
happened?
no!
I was about
Head
to
of
say,
the Allen fan club in the wall at the final turn to
Oh.
throw away 6th place. What happened?
I was about to say very good things about him as he pins it in last corner.
Oh
Oh.
no!
I mean, I want him now in interviews, so ask him what happened there.
I think Toaster has it right. I think he thought the line was closer so he could just mess about, but he just threw away that position. What happened? That was unbelievable.
But to be honest, if it's me, I would say that my wheel disconnected or something. Because I wouldn't. Oh.
Oh my lord. That was insane.
That was?
It was a great
Fox
race.
here still going full speed. Probably he thinks the race isn't over.
Fox never gives up.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks he can still catch Red Serpent.
He's looking for him.
Yeah, but the race still didn't finish. Maybe it's because of Russia didn't cross the line when going into the pits. I have no idea. He's still driving. We'll see after he crosses the line. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this race. I mean, I hope you did too.
This was good fun. I'm excited to see how the reverse grid goes.
So it's
Steven
time
says
for
his
Frank.
tires were gone. Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
I don't know about that. Either way, press F to pay respects. You really hate to see it. But Camo JG, all the way in dead last, pits, and then makes it all the way back.
Maybe I'll go to voice chat and try to drag someone to interviews.
Hello.
And here is Steven. Hello.
Steven.
Hi.
What happened?
My tires were really fucked, and then the last corner I fucked myself up.
That's insane.
Oh. Maybe you should have been careful there. It was last
No,
turn.
no. All the way, 100% all the way, so yeah. Take that some time.
Yeah, but I mean, you did really well. It was a good race, good result for you. I mean, you started P11.
P11, and then I hit somebody in the first corner because he braked way too early, I found. So I spun somebody around, I think, or just hit him. And then I drove just really clean and was fighting really hard for places.
I believe it was you and Roshan. You guys were having you had a very close race. It was
Yeah,
good
we were
fun.
really long side by side. It was like fuck me, or it was like, or me gonna fucked, or he's gonna fucked. So yeah.
We are now on the grid
So it
for
happens.
the reverse grid race.
Yeah, how was the race for you? Did you enjoy it? Was it fun?
It's my second race, so I really enjoyed it.
You did really well. You were very respectful, leaving room for everybody. It was good to watch.
Thank you. I'm going back.
Yeah, go back. Okay, maybe we can try to get Red Serpent into here. Be nice to speak to him. The Red Serpent might go for an interview. We'll see.
Is he hiding?
What?
Should we drag him down?
I mean, he said that he's going for a break.
Oh.
He'll be
Oh,
back.
okay.
So we'll see if he will join.
Gonna show the previews again for our upcoming events. As we have 2 minutes before the reverse grid race starts.
Sorry for the wait.
No worries.
Oh, no problem. Hello. So, how did you enjoy the race?
Seemed
Pretty good. It was pretty uneventful, which is exactly what you want if you're at pole position.
Yeah, you pulled a real Lewis Hamilton there. Is awesome. No drama. Did you
Yeah,
have
that
any?
one was-
I saw some people spinning as you were coming back through the grid, like through back markers. I saw a bunch of people spinning in front of you. Did you have any drama as you were coming through the back markers, or no?
Everybody was actually more than generous with the amount of space they gave me. Some people even went off track to let me by. That was nice of them.
You love to see that.
I'd prefer if people just held their line, but you never know. People want to be extra safe, which is better than too aggressive. I prefer that.
Well, that's true. How was your lap in quali? I mean, you won a quali by 6/10.
It was pretty average. Had a couple 33s in practice. I could barely scrap one out this time around.
Yeah, I mean, the main strategy when you do a very good lap is to say it was an average lap.
Yeah.
You were the only person in the 33s for quali, so
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought there would be a couple others in here because I've seen them lap 33s before.
Well, yeah, we'll see how well you do in a reverse grid race. Are you scared? Maybe
I'm-
crashed in the first turn.
It should be
or
pretty
something.
exciting, I think.
you got 15 seconds till it starts. So
Alright, I'm gonna hop
I'll let
back
you
in.
go.
Thanks, guys.
good luck.
Good luck. And Will's screen is.
Yep. I'll fix it.
Brilliant. Thank you. 6 lights, and away we go.
Let's see if there's any drama.
We didn't have a crash when cars get out of a line. That's very good to see.
Oh, we already got a move washing machine going up. Oh no! Oh, and
What?
someone rejoins
oh, no,
poorly.
No, no.
Oh no, Steven's off already. The leaders are getting away well.
Oh,
Oh, more drama in the back as Yellow 13 gets punted.
ay, ay,
As
ay, ay,
Red
ay.
Serpent already up into 8th place
Oh.
with Phil Swift behind him.
Now, look, what's happening?
Got a lot of drama in the back.
People are sliding out on the track, getting some grass there.
Finley
Another
starting
one.
on pole for the reverse grid race and dropping back immediately. Such a shame. Roshan up past Phil Swift. Can he hold it?
Yes, he can. It's very
really
close
tight.
everywhere.
Oh,
Red Circle.
oh
No,
no!
no.
That's
This
a lot
is
of
wrong.
damage. That is a
This
lot of
is-
damage. You
It
hate
is
to
the-
see it.
As Chief goes for a lead. Can he make it?
Can he hold it? He gets away well.
And that's Pizza on first place.
Golson going for a move. Red Serpent already into 5th place.
That's the first lap. He was lucky with a lot of people sliding, but you
Must
still
have
have to
managed
stay
to
out of
avoid a
trouble.
lot of the drama.
Exactly. And this is not easy.
Taking a very wide entry through the pit lane there.
But we'll see based on quality, based on the last race he has pace. We will see how will he deal with the drivers in front. Now he's very close on Foes, and Foes is really close on Golson.
Gets a good run through that turn. Oh, running a little bit off track. Can he get it done? It's looking like he'll be able to.
He'll try to go around the outside. No, he makes up.
Backs off a little bit, just trying to play it safe, avoid drama. Oh, there is a little bit of drama up in the front. Golson in 2nd now.
Sure, lost it there, a little bit wide. Foes had really good pace in last race, so we'll see. He can be a trouble for Red Serpent. But this is very close battle for P5.
P5, yes. Camo GG, can he make a big dive? No, he plays it safe. Big lockup from Shiro there. Foes up into 2nd.
Red Serpent goes to 3rd. This is very close.
Oh
It's very
my,
close.
oh, takes a wide entry.
Oh, this is a pack, can you see
Oh
it?
my god. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, whoa.
Camo JG up into 6th.
This is just crazy.
Can he get it done? Oh, he's gonna take that position from
Oh, there was a
Shiro.
spin.
Oh no. Who was it? It was Roshan. Oh, poor guy. Oh, Red Serpent. Foes locked up. Can he capitalize?
No, as Chief Pizza is pulling out. 3 seconds, but we're now interested in the Red Serpent. Will he try to go down the inside? I don't think he's close enough. He'll try to prepare the exit. Don't go wide here, it's very easy.
Fox closing in on Roshan now. What can he do? Oh, a little bit off. Can he keep it straight? He does. Back to Red Serpent. Fight for 2nd right here.
But try to capture exit. I think he did.
It's looking good.
But didn't do a mistake there, so let's go for him. Let's wait for a chicane.
Later on the brakes. Oh.
The
He's
car
gonna be able to get it done
works
here.
very well. Car works very well for him. There was light on brakes. He'll try to go down the inside.
And he gets it. Can he hold the position though? Does Foes get him with the switchback? And he's
No.
not able to. Well done from Red Serpent. Camo JG closing in on Grayson. We still got a pack here. Foes still right on Red Serpent's tail.
He'll try to stay there. Red Serpent goes fastest lap, 35.3. Was very late on brakes.
Iwas gets past Wash Machine. Can he hold it? It's looking like he's going to. No drama. Very nice. Fox catching up to Roshan. Let's see if they can do anything.
Well, SG's lost it! SG's off from the lead!
Oh, what happened?
What's happening?
Oh man, we missed it. Red Serpent up into the lead. He managed to sneak it.
Oh, But it's pretty hard to catch it when he hit a 4 seconds lead. But
Oh no, but
Oh.
Camo. Wait, that wasn't
No.
Camo. Who was that?
it was Shiro shows off.
Uh, good man waiting though. The Stevens
Well,
closing in on Maggie here. Camo JG also on Grayson. Oh, beautiful exit through the chicane. Camo JG gonna get it done. Up into 4th. Can he keep it? It's looking like he's going to. Yes, he's gonna hold on to it. Steven back
Good
on
job.
Maggie. Doesn't get the best exit there. Iwis is coming up on Dobby as well. Still got a very close pack here.
This will be interesting.
Oh, Iwis goes for a big dive and he gets it done. No drama. Might have been a little bit of contact there, but everybody held their lines.
It was a very bold move.
Yes, very bold indeed. Oh, looks like there's a big battle for 12th here. Oh yeah, we got a big pack here in the mid to late field. I was on Fox now. Gets a good
Better
exit
exit.
there. Oh, Grayson's closing in on Camo JG as well. Did he get an exit? Looked like he did, but I'm more interested to see how these two go.
Or is it
Iwis gets a
better
good
exit?
exit. He's got the slipstream.
time.
What can he do coming into the chicane?
Nothing.
He get a
Nothing,
really good
maybe.
exit here. Wide entry. Looks like Fox. Yeah, Fox increased the gap there. Fox is running away a little bit. He's definitely quicker in this final sector.
There was someone with white. Then nothing happened.
Starting to smooth out, but Shiro coming up on yellow 13 now. As Phil Swift sustained a lot of damage, but it looks like a wash. Wait, what's going on? Oh no, Dobby's off.
He's waiting. Wants to be safe and rejoin.
Nate gets
Oh!
it. Oh no!
Close.
As Shiro bends it as
What happened?
who was that?
Will he go to the wall? Is he in the wall? That's
That was
I don't know who was
Iceman.
that. Well, Iceman didn't have a good time there.
Poor guy.
Is Russian now closing to Steven?
Oh,
to
his
10th?
tires are on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Roshan on Steven here coming up to the chicane. Is he gonna be able to get it done? Steven turns across. Oh, that was very
Fully
close.
did on him. That was very good from Steven.
Very
Not
close
aggressive
there.
running. Aggressive but fair, I'd say.
I think that was just
Roshan's
the
down.
angle.
Yeah, maybe. But it was a nice fight indeed.
And Roshan close that gap to Steven. Steven's very consistent. As we're
Oh, there was a
halfway
spin.
through the race now, is that Iwis back there? It was. Oh no, Iwis having a bad time. Going back on board now with Roshan, see what he can do with Steven. Oh, late on the brakes there. A little bit wide, can he keep it on the track? Not completely, but Steven went off there as well. Grayson's also closing up the Camo JG again. But it looks like Camo JG had a better exit there. Back to Roshand. He's in the slipstream now, coming up to the chicane.
Will he try something to the hairpin? He's long braking so there he can try a dive. But he's far. Sir Chief, after pinning it from first place, now tries to pass Chrysler from P5.
Roshand coming up, drag race. See if he can do it coming into the final corner. Steven closing off the outside line. It looks like Roshand was blocked there. Good move from Steven. Very good defensive driving.
But he has a really good exit. He has the inside line. Still trying to prepare his exit, going very wide on the entry. Side by
Steven
side.
goes wide. There is enough room there, I think. So we got another little pack up ahead.
Like a 3 cars. That's not bad.
What can Pizza Time do? Oh, Mamma Mia, he did not get that one done, but he got a better exit.
I'm pretty sure he just wanted to show his nose there.
Put a little
Trying-
pressure on you. Oh, but he
Oh no!
bottles it! Oh no! Oh, such a
no.
shame.
Well, Grayson
Going
is
up to
still
Grayson
giving
now.
GG. But now it's without. It's without Chief, unfortunately. Beats us off.
Oh, Sir Chief is still dropping down. Can Grayson close that gap to Camo JG? Oh, but Fox is moving up on Steven now. It's a nice tight line through there. You get a better run up to the final corner.
They're very close. I'm having a really good time with this bud.
Oh, Fox goes wide.
Now Steven has managed to close some gap.
Yeah, he's got a sizable gap. Move back up to Grayson and Camo. See, Grayson's closed the gap a little bit.
But
We
he's
lose a man.
maybe some
Camo
technical
JG,
issues.
a little bit of a lock up there. Can I get a better exit out of this corner?
Wait.
Camo
Maybe.
JG keeps pulling that gap from there. Is he in slipstream range? Does not
I don't
appear
think so.
no. I think it's like
Steven-
4/10.
Steven has dropped to P9.
Oh, these two are close. Steven on the grass line. Oh,
Squeeze
Fox leaving no
down.
room. He gets back on the curb. Oh no, a little bit of a lockup. Oh, he has to cut the chicane. Oh no. He was not able to get around.
Yeah,
Sir Chief says, thank you very much, I'll have that. Sir Chief. Now a second and some change behind. A wash machine. Oh, Steven! Getting a little nervous
no.
coming on the exit of that penultimate corner.
Alan won't be happy about that.
Oh no! The wash machine
no.
bottles it though. Oh! Alan said, give it back. Alan said, you stop that, give it back.
Oh, sorry, Alan. Alan, I haven't heard you for a while. How are you? I hope you're good. I'm sorry.
Up to Grayson. Can you catch up to Camo JG? Goes a little wide. As Roshand is closing the gap to Maggie as well. It looks like Maggie got a better exit. Is he in the slipstream? Not going to be enough. That's an evil interval right there, 666 for a while. That does not bode well for Rochand as the gap increases. Oh, he's coming back. Surprisingly, besides the first couple of laps, this race has been a lot cleaner.
Yeah. Grayson's still getting GG.
Oh, he's got the slipstream for sure now. Can he make a move going into T1?
Someone turned their interviews. Oh, someone's.
Oh, he gets a better exit. Can you get him coming up to the old hairpin?
Good, just don't be wide here. Good.
Looks like Camo got a better exit, but Grayson's still on his tail.
They're catching a Golson for P3.
Camo's doing a good job of focusing on his pace rather than defending too much. Can Grayson get anything coming up to the chicane? No, he's just keeping on as the washing machine is closing in again on Steven. Is the Allen curse gonna come back to bite him? Nice and tidy through there. Battle is a somewhat close pack for 5th right here. Oh,
Oh!
it's getting
How
a
did
little
this
bit-
happen?
There's probably a back marker in there somewhere. Rochand. Oh! Oh, who was that?
I have no idea.
That was a back marker. I think that was Iceman. It was Iceman. Poor guy. Went through all the trouble to get his car in this race, and he's not been
Yeah.
having a good time.
Still left this lap. Next lap should be the final one. It's now Kimo GG closed up to Golson for P3. Less than a second, he's in DRS range.
Can he get that slipstream coming up to the chicane? He got a really good exit here. Fighting for the podium
very close.
position. He's
It's
got
very
that
close.
slipstream.
It's
Maggie
very
and
close.
Grayson as well.
We'll
Got a
see.
couple of good battles here.
It's getting really interesting.
Once again, Camo JG gets a better exit. Oh, they both lock up. A little shaky
Better
coming out of that
exit.
corner, Golson was.
He will try to go down the inside. No. Maybe he'll try to.
Oh, but he
Yes.
gets it. Oh, he gets a good exit. Side by side.
Will he try for something into turn 1? Around the outside?
Let's see what Camo can do. A little conservative. Does he go for the switchback? Oh, but they bump! Oh no! Oh! And Grayson goes off to. Oh wait, who was that? Was that Maggie that went off? It was. Oh no! And Grayson says, "Thank you. I will go up into the podium positions." Oh my God. Oh no! And Rochand. Oh
Oh no! What's happening?
no! Grayson spins too. Camo's back up onto the podium. What is happening? What is going on here?
I
Roshan's
don't get this one. Oh, Roshan, I'm pretty sure he was P9 like 10 minutes back, and now he's fighting for a podium.
Oh man, Roshan, does he have the exit? Camo JG's been good through that corner all day. Oh my God. Can he hold him through the chicane? Oh, but he goes off.
He was P9.
He hit the gravel trap. Roshan takes the podium position. Oh my Oh my.
Oh,
Camo's coming back.
This was crazy.
Oh, come on,
This
Camo.
was crazy.
Wow. What a turn of events coming into the final lap.
Red
Oh my
Serpent wins
lord. Red
for
Serpent wins
second.
it.
But oh.
It's looking like Roshan third, Camo JG fourth.
Now, that's pretty close between Grace and Golson and SG.
Oh! Grayson gets past Golson on the final corner. Can he get the run?
Is it?
Can he get the run? He did it! He locks in 8th position. Wow, what a race. Oh my lord.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to P8. I want to see the final time. But oh, this last lap.
Oh my.
Oh,
That was insane.
indeed it was. I'm pretty sure it's the commentating duo who bring this, you know. Oh.
It all started with Camo giving, was that Grayson a little punt, and then it all just went crazy from there.
Yeah. Then some guys lost it.
Everybody's
Oh.
heart rate just skyrocketed. I want to talk to Camo JG and see what he has to say about that.
Well, definitely. I mean, with Roshan as well, I would like to take the interview actually everyone.
Everybody from the top 10. What happened, boys? What happened?
Oh.
That was absolutely marvelous. What a race.
Yeah, everyone who's watching the stream enjoyed this one. Everyone who raced in the race enjoyed it as well. Oh.
That was unbelievable.
Oh.
Camo JG going for some drifts. What? I don't know if he locked up or if he was trying to do some saucy maneuvers there, but now he's got to do a K-turn. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Oof. Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that...
I don't know what to say.
Wow. Just wow. The final lap.
Whoa.
I'm trying to see if Camo will come down for an interview.
He said he can. So we're waiting for him.
Oh my. Oh, whoops. Did he? Oops. Trying to get... Oh, there you are. Dude, what a last lap. Holy hell. Like, what happened? Like, talk us through the pun and then everything else that happened. What was
So,
going on?
I don't remember the name of the guy in P3, but I started catching him on the last lap, and he was on the inside, kept with me through turn 1, and I thought I was going to get a little bit of a cutback since I was on the outside. And he didn't go quite as fast as I expected, so I decided to stay on his bumper, and then when he started losing speed for whatever reason in the middle of the corner, and I kind of backed out of it, kind of stayed in it, figured touring cars, a little bit of a bump on the rear bumper for him wouldn't screw him up that much, and then he just spears off to the right. 100% my fault. I feel really bad for doing that. And then you saw me blow the chicane for P3, so
Dude.
yeah, I was shit under brakes and didn't quite get it stopped in time, but it was a really fun race all the way through.
Yeah, dude, absolutely amazing drive from you just in both races. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm a lot more proud of that first one than the second one. It just feels awful taking somebody out, especially for a podium position, but
It's
I mean,
racing, it happens.
yeah, whatever the stewards want to say about it is whatever they'll say. I'm fine with anything they send down, penalties or otherwise. But it was a lot of fun. Really had a great time practicing and a great time getting better with these guys, and it was really fun to get some clean racing going in a fun car on a fun track.
Yeah, well, you definitely got to come for the next Weeklies because we got some good stuff coming up. That was remarkable.
I can't wait.
I'm still blown away by your recovery drive in the first one. You went into the pits, were like near dead last. There might have been 1 or 2 people behind you, and then ran all the way back to 6th, was it? 6 or 7?
P7.
God, just insane, man. Insane.
Yeah, I went to the grid, realized I only put in my practice race amount of fuel, 17 liters for 10 minutes, and I asked in the race chat if I go back to pits to change fuel, do I start from the pits? And they said, yeah, you do. So I figured, well, I'll see what I can do on lap 1, pit at the end of it, and then just, I'm on the mediums, let the race come to me. People with softs their tires will fall off. And really, I just wanted to minimize mistakes, hit my marks, and the race would come to me, and whatever happens, happens. Didn't have much to lose at that point.
You did amazing today, man. That's just... I figured, because I think you might have had a spin or something. I didn't see that you had low fuel, so I figured your tires were gone, but and that you were going into switch, but it worked out for you in the end.
Yeah, I'm glad with how the race went. I mean, turn 1 in that the first race was exceptionally clean. Everyone kept it together. So, I mean, the quality of racing in these lobbies is great. Close finishes both times, pretty dramatic. I think from the commentary box, was it pretty good for the rest of the races?
Yeah, we didn't see the other rookie split, but man, was that race. Both of them were just incredible to watch.
That's great to hear because it was fun on track 2. So I guess I'll just let the stewards think about that incident on the second race. But I'm happy with how I did finish P4 from P12 on the grid. So
yeah, you had a great drive. So thank you for letting us ask you a few questions.
No problem. Thanks for commentating.
You're welcome. Yeah. Maybe give me someone else an interview.
Who else was in there? We could see if... Oh, it seems like just about everybody's gone now. Oh wait, Red Serpent's still there. Do you want to go see if he wants to get an interview? I have to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, I can interview him. I'll manage. Hello.
Hey guys.
So you're back after the reverse grid race. It's another win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Kimi style. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it was a bit harder than the last time, starting from a pole, now starting for last place. We saw that a lot of people had a noopsies in the first lap and some slides and spins.
I think you made
I
it
was
back
actually
up to...
surprised that I lived the first corner.
You made it up to P5 on the first lap. That was insane.
I got pretty lucky in the first pileup when everything started going off. I kind of just kept tapping my brakes, hoping the way would get clear, and I got a little lucky. What really impressed me was that Foes stuck with me the whole way, pretty much.
It was very close.
And if I'd made even one mistake, he probably would have passed me. So hats off to him.
Did you, I think you were pretty far ahead, but there's quite a bit of drama on the final lap, a lot of shuffling of positions.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the replay to see what actually happened on the rest of the grid.
I mean, you can watch the stream back. It will be on.
Yeah.
will be on Twitch and on YouTube later. I can just tell you even far in front. But yeah, there was a battle for third place in last lap. I guess like 5 cars switched on P3 that lap.
Oh man,
It was crazy, so definitely watch it back.
And also,
I'm impressed. Oh,
so-
sorry, you were saying?
did you think that going into that race that you would be able to pull something off like that, or like were you hoping that something like that big pileup was gonna happen, or I guess everybody's scrubbing wide? Did you?
Really, I went in with the intention of trying to drive as clean as possible and not spinning out, running consistent laps. Getting a victory on top of that's a bonus. That's mostly just because it's rookies. I think once I get put in the pro split, I'll probably be mid-pack at best. But I was pretty happy with my performance. And if that spin out didn't happen, I think that would have been even better. Because then I would have more time to pick through the field. And I probably wouldn't have ended up in first if that first pileup didn't occur.
Yeah, was it really that bad? It didn't seem that bad on the stream.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was a bit of drama like from turn 1 to Old Hairpin, but it seemed like most people were just running wide rather than like punts or anything. Like it wasn't much contact. It was more just people running out of room.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I was actually on the outside of the corner, like on the very curb, and there was 2 people to the left of me through that first turn. I don't know if I bumped them a little bit or if they just went super wide, didn't brake enough, but
The very hectic first and final lap.
oh yeah.
So thank you for the interview. Congratulations for your 2 wins for pole position, and maybe see you next week in another race.
Yep, for sure. Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good
Brilliant.
one.
Take care.
See ya.
Man.
Okay, Twitch, the sad things come here. Sorry to say it, but now we're coming into a pro split, so Steven will switch with me in the commentary box. So I hope you enjoyed these races. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. I did my best.
Thank you
So-
for joining me, DK. It was a pleasure.
It was fun. Yeah, so have a good one, and I'll definitely join you on Twitch in the stream and in the chat, so see ya there.
Good luck out there, brother.
Hello.
Hello, Steven.
Hello, Will. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Dude, what a great couple of races that was.
Yeah, it was really the second race. Before the race, I changed tires. I was on soft in the first race and was on hards. I don't know why I was on hards for the second race. So and then I got I got punted in the first corner, and then my tires were just gone. So it was really hanging on the 20 minutes. Hi Toaster. Yeah, I'm reading chat also of Twitch. So
Okay. So I had it up on my phone for a bit. It's not showing in Streamlabs, which is weird, but
yeah. And the fun part is I have 2 screens. So one screen is Twitch and one screen is Discord.
I was maxing
So-
out my CPU. I will get the stream
I
up
was-
in a second here.
I was driving, and then on the left I had my Twitch open, not looking at it, but just the sound. And when somebody was near me, I can just, it was really awesome to see when I was driving myself.
You should be able to see the stream now.
Yep.
If it freezes, let me know. So here we are in practice for the pro split. Nothing too interesting gonna happen in the next 5 minutes, but maybe we'll get to see a sneak preview of who will be on pole.
I saw James this week a lot, Mikael a lot, and some other people.
Mikhail is
it was
always
re-
very swift in like any car that you put him in, but James has been gassing himself up a lot. He's been talking about how he is gonna win this one, so I have
Yeah.
high expectations for James. I also get to talk a lot more crap in this race because these are the boys.
And for the people who has it, if Fyodor gets put to the first corner, I'm making 69 cents over because I put a bounty on him.
Oh, also I wanted to ask, in like I think it was in the first race or the second race. I think it was the first one. You were having a fight for 7th place, and
Yeah.
the guy managed to get you, and
Yeah.
then he spun coming up towards the last corner, and like he went on the grass on the inside, and it was very weird. And we were joking that Alan had put a curse on him for taking the position from you.
Serious?
Yeah, that's what we were joking about. Like Alan said, no, give
Oh.
that back.
I'm just looking at the stream back. Where? What is Alan's username in Twitch?
Oh
Just
no,
Alan, or-
he wasn't saying it in chat.
Ah,
We were saying that Alan had put a curse on you,
in that case.
or curse on
Okay.
whoever passed you, because they're not
I
allowed
was
to
like,
do that.
I was like almost 2 whole laps side by side with somebody. It was really awesome to do, cause it's like my second race I do here. Yeah, third race I think. Yeah, it's my third race this time. But yeah, the racing is really clean here.
Oh, I gotta get a good look at James's livery here. This absolute madman.
And there's DK in the chat.
Look at this. Look at this absolute insanity.
It's the beauty of a car.
The daily bollocks.
I heard there are some people trying to get the Top Gear livery in it.
Top Gear livery? Which one was that?
Top Gear did like 24-hour race with Stick, Hammer, yeah, like the whole crew. And they tried to get that one, I heard, but didn't know if it worked.
It was
The
funny.
the arse and penis livery.
Yeah, I had I think DK was making me a livery. He actually, or like he had one made, but then he, I guess, got a new computer or something and lost the file. He was gonna remake it, but then I ended up deciding that I didn't want to participate in the race because I didn't want to be in the rookie split, but I would have been dead last in this race, so.
I was like busy with the skin, and then I was like, nah, I shouldn't do it, because it was probably will be all wheat and Fyodor and stupid stuff all over it, and they probably wouldn't let me race it. So still thank you to James for learning me to make skins. Still need to make one good one.
Yeah, I need to make one as well.
And there we have Mitchell.
I like his livery as well. It's a clean charged livery. I like the yellow and green. It's looking good.
Yeah, me and Mitchell have a little bit of a history. We did the Christmas event, the last race. Ooh, there's going somebody off in the back.
Oh, who was that?
I don't know. But Mitchell and I were racing really close in the last race with MX5 Christmas event. And I was like 5th on, yeah, 5th place started. And then he punted me instantly and then my PC crashed. So still need to take him out for that. Oh, it was Ren who crashed.
Oh, I also want to say thanks to No Concept. He actually recently donated. Helps keep our servers running. And he's got an absolutely insane livery. It's a little bit wacky. I'm not pretending to understand it, but...
You probably can't.
But big shout outs to him for donating to Charged. It really helps out. Helps
To
us
be
keep
fair,
doing
I
these
haven't
events.
seen all the skins yet, so.
We can take a closer look at this one. What on
Oh man,
earth?
okay.
Corgi racing.
Corgi racing.
No.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Isn't this the German dude?
I believe
Yeah,
so. Yes.
Yeah, he is. That guy's really awesome.
Pika's got an incredible livery too. This is just clean. He did an incredible job on this. Atlantis Racing.
It's really.
This is really nice.
Which one is Fyodor running?
He's running a default livery, nerd.
Ah, goddammit.
Got Patrice here. Running
In the.
not entirely. Like, it's a good livery, but It's not funny enough, you know. What else we got? Anybody running anything funny? Renrupt with his rustlers.
I like this one.
It's well made, but I don't understand the. Oh, this was the Guy Fieri car. I see. Yes, Guy Fieri's driving. I really like the
Oh, man.
design that he did on the hood. Looks very nice.
Yeah, the orange one is a fake Jägermeister livery. Thank you, Timer, for saying that.
Yes, that's what it was. I knew it looked familiar.
Same.
Yeah, it looks really clean. He did a good job.
Yeah, and the Camsoli is Marlboro.
Oh jeez.
Beta is like a brand of tools, car tools and everything. It's pretty well made, to be fair.
Hey, that's not me. I'm not in this race. All right, I want to see what James can do in quali. He's been talking a lot of smack, but only in 4th place right now, so it's very close in the front though. Only 0.02 of a second between him and Toxic.
Jeez. It's gonna be a fun race, man. And to be fair, I hope that Fjorda gets punted.
Fjorda was not confident in his abilities this morning, so.
I've been the whole night awake because I ran on my RC truck, couldn't sleep. Why, I don't know. But yeah, I did like 6 hours of practice last night, and that was the only practice I really did. And then I did just some few times laps and race. That was it this week for me. You will be banned, Steve. Be careful. How? I just got this week my commentator role, so we'll probably get taken away tomorrow.
I've been having fun commentating, running the stream at the same time. I feel like I've missed a good few incidents, but in that last race we caught a lot of craziness going on.
Yep. Toaster's asking if the stream is running to 360p.
360p?
We'll just look.
No.
No,
Refreshing.
For me it's 720. Or how it's called.
Everybody's heading out for their eye laps. Oh man, drama already. What's going on? We got 20 minutes of qualifying here.
Heyo! Oh. Somebody joined and left instance. And there's somebody off. Or
who was
or
that?
somebody off. I don't know. I'm just looking at 2 screens to look which car it was.
I can't find him. He's probably already back on the track now.
Yep.
I'm not that quick on my feet with these broadcast mods, but I'm doing my best.
Hello, Drummel.
Alright, we're gonna go on board with James in this lap, because let's see what he can do in his first out lap. Can of piss. Look at him in his Pickle Rick racing suit. Absolute madman. Alright, let's see what he can do. Oh, it's still saying he's on his out lap. It'll register once he sets a clean lap, I believe. So far, Alan's on provisional pole with a 141.4.
LFM boy here. Oops. I found the first part of the track really easy to do. If you take another line, you can easily defend. But the section we're now in is just crazy to defend and race.
It was weird. You took you braked early for that last turn that James went through. That like first uphill right. You took like a pretty odd line through there, and you were having a pretty close battle, but you were able to come right back. Like you carried, or you had a really good exit through there. It's just you slowed down like really early.
Yeah, I'm not that great at racing, so I probably, yeah, I always just back a little bit off in front of everyone,
I mean, you're
and
doing
then I
really
hope.
well.
No, no way. But yeah, I'm like a little bit more hesitant on the gas and the throttle and the steering. Like if I see TK racing or everybody else like going for the gap and I'm not.
What does James do? Oh, what? It didn't. Oh, so it didn't set a time.
133.
133.3 from Mikhail. He's so consistent, it's insane. Oh, James got a 134. 134.1. So far, not impressed.
Yeah, my pole laps were really annoying because I got held up 2 times or something.
Oh,
And
James bottles it.
yep.
See what Bogdan can do.
Oster, Rush is now more popular because of the new update.
Oh, Alex V is in this race. Should be interesting.
Is Alex racing today?
Yeah, he's set a time.
Oh, Toxic takes first. What a 130. Jesus, that's almost flat out 133.
flat. Oh my lord. I don't know if it was him, but somebody got into the 32s. I want to see if they can make that happen. Let's see if Mikhail can improve on his time.
Still don't know why that's black little things above the headlights. Still don't get that skin.
I think they're just supposed to be like remakes of like that one's a Honda livery. Can Mikhail do it? I don't. Oh, he goes into the pits. Namurai locks up a little bit.
Namurai is always fast. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting race to see.
This last corner is so freaking annoying to take if your tires are like gone.
Yeah, I watched you bin it on the final turn.
Yep.
Of the race. Namurai goes up to a 133.6. Oh man, it is so close between him and Camel. Patrice.
He has a 134 or 5 points. So 5, 6. Come on, James.
Yeah, James,
I want to see you
let's see
faster.
what you can do. Come on, James. Oh, he locks up going into turn 1.
Like if you mess up the first sector, if you the last sector with the 2 U-turns and the chicane, if you mess that one up, you're just done with a lap. Like the first parts are like easy to do if you do it just normal and take it easy. But once you're in a battle in a race, is the first sector really long to do.
Yeah, I could not. I'm not that familiar with this track, and these cars are
Same.
quite skittish. And I just didn't like. You put in a lot of practice, and it definitely showed, but I didn't have the time to practice, and I also just did not want to make a fool out of myself. Oh, come
Like
on.
I did.
Where's Pikaroshi?
I'm just gonna look how much laps I did with this car. Lap times.
Oh man, Pika's
Oh yeah,
not gonna be able to
there's a little part of the track you can cut and then you can make a really big advantage. I did it today once. It was not details. Those. Yeah, I drove the last few days with BMW, almost 2,500 kilometers.
Oh my lord. Oh, Fyodor left.
Yep.
Fyodor's backing out. He said, I can't take it anymore. I'm out of here.
Ha! Come on, Fyodor, I had a bounty on you.
Oh, and James spins. Oh, he is feeling the pressure today. He definitely knew we were watching.
Yep.
Let's go on board with Alan as he comes through the chicane.
12 minutes to go.
See if Alan can get into the 33s.
So for the chat, what do you think is going to be on pole?
I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to touch that 33-0.
I've seen Mikael doing 132.
Really?
Yeah. And I know James can beat 33 lows, but don't think he can.
I don't think he got
Yeah.
into the 32s. Let's go on board with Mikhail. see
No,
what he
I
does.
think he got in 33s.
Oh, Mikhail
Those
goes
things,
into
Namirai, how it's called, is on pole, of going to be on pole.
See if he can get it. No, he does not improve there. Oh no, that was his best, I think. Going back to Mikhail, see if he can improve. It doesn't look like it. He's 3/10 down. It might be an improvement on his lap, but
This
doesn't seem like he's
chicane
gonna
is really annoying to take if you want a little bit more speed.
Nice and tidy through here. Let's see. Can Mikhail improve? Nice and tidy through that final turn. Oh my god, is he gonna do it? Ah, just doesn't
Close.
improve.
Yes!
Very close.
They're saying one behind his name.
Who?
They're saying one behind his name if you look. What?
No, he's not on pole. He didn't
Ah.
improve. He had like a 133.8.
God damn it.
Where's Alan?
I just want Mikael on pole, or Alan.
Alan with a 133.9. That's an improvement. Where's Bogdan? Just starting his lap. Jack Lantern. Looks like he's abandoning this lap.
Mitchell and Pikurushu at the back.
Pika's not looking so hot today.
No, Pika was just begging for Fyodor to race him. And then Fyodor did like a 136 and then Pika was like, okay, I'm gonna be at the back. So I backed to at Pika for racing in the rookie split, because that will be more fun. But yeah, he's not driving.
Yeah, Pika would have, with a 138, if he doesn't improve, he probably would have qualified like mid-pack of the rookie split.
Mid-pack at the
It
rookie
was
split.
consistent. Like there was only one 133, but everybody was consistently, or it seemed like 134s was like top 10.
Yeah, I was like doing 136 and 7, and yeah, I could have do to a 132, 135. I mean, but I just got held up so much. It was really annoying because there was like one guy who struggled, spinned every time, and then he came back on the track once or something, and then he took two guys out in front of me. So, and that was like in practice and a bit practice and qualifying. Ooh, Pikurushu spins.
Oh man, Pika. It's just like
Mitchell
James,
improves his time.
He's feeling the pressure. Oh yeah, Mitchell up into 12th.
Come on, Dutch boy.
Lionel coming up towards the chicane in the final sector. See if Lionel can improve and get into the 133s. He would gain a lot of positions with this.
It's going to be so close race.
I bet there's gonna be a massive accident in turn 1. If not turn 1, at the old hairpin.
Otherwise, it's going to be at turn. It's like down to the right. That's a lot of. There's a corner you can mess up easily and take somebody out. Did it in practice, and I think it was James that took out. So.
So that doesn't sound like a mistake.
Oh, I'm also the head of the James fan club. Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
the Sim Racing head fan club. Yeah.
Today is the day of James slander for me. Alex does not improve on his time. Where's Bogdan gonna end up? He's usually very quick.
Time to say James is getting his Ben Hammer right now. LMP7. He's doing it good. He has the same time as number 6. Look at that.
Oh wow. Perea and Allen tied.
DK is saying, shame I can't drive this car, well that'd be fun. Why? Just drive!
DK should have been in this race.
Yeah.
James up into third. He's in the podium
Oh
positions.
yeah.
Finally manages to find some improvement. What's Mitchell gonna do? Coming up to the final turn. Someone in front of him locks up.
Paparillia goes faster and Mikhail goes faster.
Oh, Mikhail takes third from James.
Yeah,
He
and
had that in the
Paparillia
pocket.
also.
Mitchell does not improve, just slightly. Toxford not taking the best line through the final turn. I think this is an outlap.
Are you driving next week or not?
I think next week is a skip. But then
Next week skip? Oh yeah.
I don't. And then I know we have to vote for the next race, but it seems like it's gonna be something NASCAR related. Oh, Pika locking up.
Probably.
Yeah, everybody in charge is very keen on getting a oval race or something. I was Oh, next week is minis. Okay, next week is the minis. That one's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh man. And now I'm thinking about driving or commentating.
I'm definitely gonna drive in the mini race. I've really enjoyed commentating. It's good to know that I can do this, but see how far off Pika is. Can he still improve? 2 seconds off. This is gonna be a big improvement for him if he manages to hook this lap together.
Jetafire is saying everyone gonna want to do an oval till they do it oval.
Exactly.
Because oval racing is really hard, I know that.
Yeah, and the tunes are so weird. Pika taking a very
It's like-
wide entry there.
Cheesy Maniac is saying the minis are surprisingly hard to drive. It's great.
They are, yeah.
Oh man, now we're really
because
thinking about
they're
driving next
very
week.
light. They're not that great on the brakes, and they just understeer everywhere. Pika does not, or he does improve, but he's still in the 138s. If I joined this, it seems like Pika and I would have been having a nice battle.
Same. I will probably battle also Pika and maybe Jack.
As James comes up to the final sector, can he improve at all?
Finny boy, there's definitely going to be an oval, because a lot of people wanted it. James wanted to do an oval, and some other people. I'm thinking about it.
I would rather do like NASCARs at like the Daytona like road circuit, you know?
Yeah, the road course.
Yeah. Like something with like I don't mind the NASCARs because they're very interesting cars to drive because it's all mechanical grip, but it just seems like, I mean, ovals are just kind of boring. Oh man, Toxic did a 32.9.
Yep.
Oh my.
And Adrian is in the chat. Hi,
Oh,
Adrian.
and James bins it yet again.
Come on, James.
James, come on. Perea is still in third. Oh wait, no, he took third from Mikhail.
Holy shit, we have 39 people watching.
Oh man.
Still want to do sometimes a Dutch circuit with a Dutch car. That's like my dream for.
James is not having a good time today. Where's Alex? Oh, he's right behind. About Alan, is he gonna... Oh, can he improve? Can Alan get into the 33? Oh, no, he does not improve. 34. Sad. Renrupt is not on a flying lap here. Let's see what Alex can do. 1.3 down, that's not looking good. See if Toxor, this is probably going to be his final lap. See if he can improve. Maybe get into the top 10. This is so close to quali times. Oh, Pika did get into the 137s. Oh, but Toxor goes off. We'll stay with Toxort for now. See if he can still maybe improve. Like, it just stinks because the dang timing thing's not showing the.
You can cut that chicane really hard if you want to do it.
You can cut it and it doesn't, like, the track doesn't penalize you, but I think the stewards are going to be looking
Probably
at
me
that.
a lot of times defending.
We were talking about like how if you're defending or not defending, if you like lock up and you cut it a little bit, then it's not the worst. Or if like you weren't left any room, then you can kind of get away with it, or we'll let it slide. But
like it was my favorite part to let the car get behind you for the chicane, and then just go instant deep dive in the chicane, and then you have almost a second to go away. I did that a few times. It works really fine, but yeah.
can Patrice improve?
Oh god, timing is on mobile. Be sure to put off your Dutch autocorrection timer.
Let's see if Patrice can move up. Let's see if he can beat James. Although it's not seeming like it's going to be that difficult today. Can Patrice improve? No, he cannot. 134.8. And then I believe... Oh, no, Bogdan.
Oh, Bogdan bins.
Oh. Bindan.
He's also sometimes fast with cars.
Going
and then he's Tokyo drifting.
Yeah. I said Tokyo drift.
Oh,
Jack
man.
coming up for his final time lap.
I just wanted to see Toast driving this
but
thing.
He's still gonna improve. Oh, what? Did not register. I think it's because I think Wally's over, so it didn't register that time.
Nope.
So now we've got everybody chilling in the pit lane. Got a few minutes before the race starts.
It's a fun part. If you get the chicane, if you just brake hard, you can go right. If you have your inverted lap, then you can get a massive speed difference for quality lap.
So predictions for this race, Steven?
James spins it. Alan's going on podium. Toxic wins, and Namara 8 seconds. I think Mikael drops back.
I feel like Mikhail's like he seems to be like he's incredibly quick, but he always seems to have like the worst luck in these races. Like I was watching him in practice earlier, qualified extremely well. I think he was on the podium, and then just gets binned in the first lap. It was just a shame.
We have 46 people watching the stream.
This is gonna be an amazing race. These guys are so close, and Pika's gonna be the only back marker, it seems.
So for the chat, who do you guys think will win the race?
Yeah,
Second and third.
Let's hear some predictions. Jeez, I'm all fired up for this race. Alan, easy.
Yep.
I got high hopes for Alan.
I hope he had such a bad luck with the GT4 championship.
My money's on Perea. See, James has a nice livery and everything, but he doesn't have, doesn't seem to have, very much luck, or not luck, but consistency. I'm going to...
Toaster thinks Toxic doesn't have the race pace, I think, or he thinks. I
Maybe-
think he's more a hot lapper, so I think he will just drop back.
We'll see
And
though,
then
because
just
if he can get
Sure.
like a really good
Clean
gap
air.
in the first lap, then
If he gets clean air, he's just gone.
so while we have some time here, I'm gonna show the preview for our upcoming events. January is looking to be very stacked for Charged. Very excited for these upcoming events.
Very excited for the Hungaroring with the Formula Agile.
I need to practice because I have not gotten any. I've not driven that car at all. So Formula
I've done
cars are
some laps
usually
on the
pretty simple.
Hungaroring with Adrian. I'm not a big fan of the Alpha, so I'm probably won't driving that.
I like the Alpha. It's a
Oh, I
pretty
don't.
pretty standard like setup. I feel like the Mugello Alpha. It's just all Kunos, but should be interesting at the very least.
Toaster is excited for the championship. Same. I still don't know what it is. What's going to be. I know one. But yeah, I'm not spoiling anything.
I'm really bad at not spoiling things.
I
will
know.
keep my mouth shut. The Alphas are, I feel like they're pretty standard. It's like those old DTM cars just drive like crappy GT3 cars, so like they got enough
yeah.
downforce and enough grip. And Mugello is a
Yeah,
pretty high downforce track, but I think that since it's wide enough, it should lead to some interesting racing. But
I hope they use the Mugello without the long straight.
there's a Mugello without the long straight.
Yeah, there's like the old one with a chicane and then you go to pit one. There's like a mod for it.
I think we're just doing the Kunos setup though. If I'm not entirely sure.
I think.
Yeah, I
Toaster's
Toaster,
voting for the 3-car crash.
Yeah, I don't think that this is gonna be very clean in lap 1, but we will see.
James causing the crash, man, come on.
James is just jaded and he's gonna cause everybody to crash. The lights are up. See what happens. As they come up to the line, all lights are on. And here they go.
And it's green, green, green.
It's lights out and away we go! Toxic gets away pretty well. Let's see if they can hold it together. James up into third already. Any drama? A few people scrubbing wide, but it seems that everybody's gone through pretty clean. Yeah, everybody's still on the track.
It's now just fighting.
Oh, Ren getting a little wide. Ren's off.
I don't.
Ren is off.
Ren is off indeed.
R.A.P. Ren. F's in
I
chat,
missed
boys.
James. Where's James? Third?
James is up into
Oh,
third
yeah.
place. Does not show him on the timing, but I'm sure that'll fix itself as they complete a lap.
I messaged Fyodor why he's not driving.
He said he was
And he
feeling
said-
somewhat ill.
Yeah, his stomach was saying no.
Alan up into 5th place.
Oh yeah.
06 actually. The timing on the screen is a little bit wrong. I really hope that resets itself coming into the, or once they finish a lap. It's a little bit odd. Namurai gets into 1st. Toxic lost it. Can he come back with a switchback, or is James gonna be able to sneak
Toxic
that?
locking up.
Namurai running in 1st now. Coming up to the final corner. See if he can hold on to it. Oh, James getting real close there. Lots of tight packs. There's James finally showing up on the timing.
Finally.
Oh yeah, there they are. There they are. Excellent. Toxic still right on him. Alex V coming up on Alan.
Booked
Oh, our
and
Baker's dropping
Art
down. What
Baker.
happened? Oh, he's getting a little squirrely
They're fighting.
there.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez, he managed to keep it together. Nice save from our Baker. There's a big pack right here. It's Bogdan, No Concept, and Jack Lantern.
Somebody in the chat saying Tokyo drifting. Tokyo
Yeah, he
drift.
managed to hold it together. No Concept going for a move. Can he finish it through this next corner? Oh, he's got a good entry. He's given the room by Bogdan, but he doesn't have the exit. Jack Lantern coming around the side.
And Namari is just pulling away.
Yeah, Namurai is running away with it here. I want to go back to this pack because all the boys are here. Bogdan holding on pretty well here.
There's a nice shot.
Yeah, it was honestly a miracle that I managed to find that camera, but
C5 Corvette is saying, if you slide at all, your last 3-4 minutes are going to be scary. I know that.
Yeah, these tires don't like to hold on. Oh man, Mitchell goes off. Manages to keep it somewhat together. Where's James?
My second race, I was running on hards, and even when those things are just hot, you can't anymore. You spin once or something, those tires are just
James
fucked.
coming up through old hairpin. He's closing that gap, but he goes a little bit wide there. Mikhail is right on his tail. Haha, nice ride.
Such awesome cars, this.
Oh, Mikhail goes a little bit wide there. So does Perea. Hope I'm saying that right. I just see two L's and think Spanish, but Alex V coming up on Alan still. This is very close. He's gonna have the slipstream coming up to the chicane. Oh man, can he get it done?
Braking
Oh,
late and going straight.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the room.
Yeah.
Alan closed him off. Oh, but he cuts the chicane a little bit. Alan's getting a good run out of there. Now Patrice is on Alex. Oh, this is a close pack right here. They're going 3 wide into the penultimate corner.
Oh man.
Patrice seems to have gotten the short end of the stick on that. Alex V holds off well.
MRI has just a little gap to Toxic, and from Toxic to James it's almost
Same,
1.5
yeah.
seconds. Jesus.
He's packed for 7.
And Toxic with a fast lap. 133.
Oh, Toxic is right back up on that. Oh, but Toxic spins! Oh, James up into second! Oh no. Oh no, you really hate to see that. James runs away with that. Said thank you
This is
very
some awesome
much.
shit.
Is that Alan? Is Alan gonna be able to make it up in 5th? He does.
Oh man, I wanted just to make a Dutch commentary joke, but can't.
No concept coming
It's
up on
like
Jack
only
Lantern.
only three people can just know what I'm saying in Dutch, so it doesn't to be fun to say.
It did not look like there was a punt because James, there's still a good gap from James to Toxic, so I think
James
Toxic
mentally
gained it.
attacked him. And Alan at the 50.
The stewards will have to take a look at it, but I don't think that James was close enough to make contact.
Can Patrice make a attack at the U-turn?
We've got a
How it's
big
called in
pack
English.
here. See this camera. Patrice comes through. A couple of
He
lockups.
locks up.
Lionel's making a move as well. Can he get a good run to the final corner? It's looking like he might have him on the drag race. Oh, he tucks behind.
In no time,
Looking
I'm
for
not
the
going to say
inside.
it.
Oh, R. Baker looking around the outside. Damn, this is some close racing here. This pack is insane. Oh, and Lionel holds off R. Baker going into turn 1. Does he get a good exit? Oh man, who's that? Toxic? No, it wasn't Toxic. Bogdan bins it. Bindan. Oh, and he takes out Jack Lantern. Oh no.
And
Bogdan
Mitch is
not
saying
holding it
thank
together.
you. Ooh, lock up.
Who's that? That was Jack Lantern. He goes off. R. Baker's still on Lionel, looking to get through. Can R. Baker get it done? He's got a good exit coming up through this long straight. Looks like he has a good exit. He's still going to be in the slipstream. Can he get it done going into the chicane? There's not a lot of room there. He's going for
Going
it.
on the
Up
inside.
the inside. Does he have it? Oh,
No,
it
no.
doesn't look like he has the
No, no,
room.
no. He has to
He
back
gets
off.
a good exit. Oh, Toxic is right there as
Ooh,
well.
Lux is coming.
3 wide.
3 wide. Oh man, this is going
Oh,
to
and
end
R.
badly.
Baker backs out. Oh, but he goes for the switchback. Can he hold on to it? 3 wide into the final corner, anybody?
No, somebody backs off.
Yeah, R. Baker says, I'll just take this nice and easy, sorry. Oh, who is that spinning? That's
I think
Lionel.
Toxic. It's Lionel.
Oh, no. Oh, he holds it. Good man, good man. Oh, he's gonna, oh, that's so sad. He's gonna have to watch everybody go past. R. Baker's still coming up on Toxic. Tries to go for the switchback again. Oh, and Toxic goes wide. Looks like R. Baker's gonna get it done. He does. Can he hold on to it? Can he hold it coming into this? He's getting a little squirrely there, and Toxic goes wide again. He just threw himself off the track there. Getting a little antsy. Now
Coming
Patrice is
closer.
trying to close in on Alex. And Alex is trying to close in on Alan.
I think he's going to try and chicane to overtake him on the outside or his side.
He's definitely going to have the slipstream here. Yeah,
he's
it's
going for on
definitely
the
smart.
inside.
It's definitely smart for Lionel to hold it. It's always heartbreaking to be in that kind of a position, but it's better to lose all those positions and try to fight back than look like an ass bidding the rest of the field. Oh man.
The Jack are fighting each other. Or we're fighting each other.
Patrice is right on the tail of Alex here. Got a little bit of a lock up there. Run's catching up to Jack Lantern as well. As they come into the final turn, another little close pack right here. Korea's also catching up to James. Ooh, no concept, getting a little shaky through that.
I'm just watching the times because Mikael is also closing in on Aprilia.
Yeah, it's looking
And-
pretty close
yeah, no.
for a fight for second right now, but this mid pack is also still quite bunched.
And Mitchell's up to 10th.
Jack
Now can
lanterned
make
up on
it,
Toxort. Can he get it done? Oh, and Toxort goes wide. Oh. Who was that back there?
And Ren got
Toxic
past.
almost followed him
Ooh.
off.
Come on, Ren.
Can
You can
Ren
do
get
it,
the
man.
slipstream? It's looking like he's got it here. Can he get anything done coming up to the chicane?
I think he's trying to get on this corner to go on the outside.
Can he get it done?
He's too far.
Oh, he's taking a wide line, but Jack locked up, taking a real. Oh man!
Yeah, if you
A
go
little
just
bit of drift.
outside of the line, you're just gonna spin off because there's a lot of dirty and everything.
But Renrep gets it done. Nice and clean. Toxic trying to make his way back up to atone for the mistakes he made in lap 1 or lap 2, I think it was. Paria's closing in on James and Mikhail's closing in on Paria.
Mitchell's closing in on no concept.
Oh yeah. Let's check this out, see if he can get it done. Patrice is also closing in on Alex again. Can he get a good exit coming out of here? It's looking like he's better off than Alex. He's got the slipstream now. Definitely not close enough to go for a move through the chicane. But if he gets a good exit, he should be able to try something at the penultimate corner. Now he's back. Alex has had a good run through there. He's just gonna have to hold on.
Oh, he's on the side. Ah,
It's too far away. I'm gonna go back up, check to see. Oh, Ren gets past Toxic again. Looks like they're trading places.
Galvez lap. 133.7.8.
R. Baker on Patrice now.
Too far.
A little bit of a lockup from R. Baker. Can he follow him going into Old Hairpin? Oh,
Ren is in the pits.
Ren's pitted? Maybe he screwed up his fuel load. Lionel Humbert DNF'd, he backed out. Oops. Oh, R. Baker goes wide. Oh no!
Is it?
His no concept is really far away. Looks like R. Baker's gonna get away with that. He's gonna be in a race of his own here now, though. As Paria's closing in on James, coming through the
DK
chicane.
is saying Ren is doing his strategy. He can still win this.
Pika no longer in last. Oh, lockup from Paria. Can James get away from him? James takes the lead? James is in the lead now. Namurai binned it. Oh my god, I missed it. What's going on here? What happened to Namurai? What is happening? It's battle for first now. Paria's right on James' tail. He's not giving him an inch. How did that happen? What happened to Namurai? Oh, Paria's right on his tail.
James is too consistent for the haters saying C5 Corvette.
Oh, Paria's gonna have the slipstream though. He's right on James's tail. He got a better exit there.
Maybe in the chicane.
I don't know if he's close enough. Looks like he's having a look. Nope, he backs out of it. Just trying to get a good exit here. Both of them lock up. Namurai's falling off. What happened?
Maybe the tires just overdoing the tires.
Korea looks like he's going for a cutback. Doesn't have it. James is holding his line there.
Mika's closing in also.
Yeah, I'm oh, he went for a look, but he locked up. Good of him to back off on that. I'm definitely gonna get Namurai in here for an interview. We missed it. I want to know what happened. He was
Also on the run
comfortably
in
in the
the-
lead. Patrice is right on the tail of Alex.
Still don't know why you run pitted.
Oh, Paria's having a look. Oh, this is for the lead right here. Can he get it done? James locks up. Oh, looks like a little bit of a punt. Nice and clean, everybody's there. But now Mikhail's right on the tail of Paria as well.
DK saying scenario 7.
Oh, these guys are all fighting up here in the front now. James is pulling a little bit of a gap now. Namurai's coming back. He's having a look at Mikhail. Oh, he's getting a little shaky. Nope, that's just the camera angle. Sorry to bait. Pulled a Crofty. And it's Alex Albon! Wait, no! It's Max Verstappen!
Oh man, you need to learn hear the disc commentators.
Oh, Mikhail went off. Oh, this is a very close pack here. Fight
Oh,
for the
somebody locks
lead.
up in front.
James just cannot pull away. Their pace is too similar. Namurai having a look. Namurai's going around the outside. Can he get a cutback? He goes for it. Drag race.
Come on,
No,
come on,
he
come
has
on,
to
come
tuck
on.
behind.
Maybe first turn 1.
Oh! Looked like a little bit of contact as Paria
Oh,
locks
somebody
up.
locked up in front.
Paria's right on James' tail. James goes a little bit wide. Paria follows him out. They got a little bit of a gap to Mikhail now because Mikhail is defending hard against Namurai. Namurai's close. Ooh, that's Alan.
Just closing into Gammon. I don't know his name.
Namurai's gonna have a look here. No,
Can he
he's
do
trying
it?
to just get all over the mirrors of Mikhail there. This is so
And
close.
James and
This is
Paria are
insane.
just pulling away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James
look
and-
at
James and
Alex V
Paria.
is closing into
Oh yeah, Alex V on Patrice. Camel. Do you have a good exit here? Doesn't seem like it.
If you have a good
He's got
exit
the
here, you can make a
slipstream.
really good run on it.
Patrice is pulling
Oh,
away
they-
on the straight though, even while Alex has the slipstream. Oh, but Michaela's closed up the gap to Paria again. These guys are all in a line. Oh man. Oh, he's having a look
Oh,
around the outside. Can he get the cutback? It's right on James's ass. James is nice and clean through there. Oh man, this is insane. This is gonna be the final lap right here. Paria's having a look on the outside, going for a cutback, a little bit of a lockup. Oh, Paria goes wide. So does Namurai. James got a little bit of a gap there.
James trying to pull away.
Namurai's closing in on Mikhail now. He's right on his ass. Can he have a look in this turn? He gets past. No. Can he hold on to it? Around the outside? He does!
Yes, he does.
Namurai
Come
holds
on.
it, takes back the podium place.
And now you just need to defend.
Mikhail's
Oh,
not
that's
gonna
on
let
the
him
side.
get away with it. Oh, and Mikhail bins him!
fun.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, what a shame! Is Alan gonna be able to close the distance?
man. Yeah.
Alan is gonna take fourth. Paria locks up going into the chicane. Namurai down into fifth.
Still trying to attack James.
Oh man, this is final lap here. Final 2 turns. Paria looks a little bit too far away. He's gotta make a bold move here. It looks like he's not gonna have it, but can he do anything? Last
His last chance.
last chance
Nah,
right here.
he's too far
Oh,
away.
he's locking up again. He's roasting his
Is it?
tires here. What a race
Tires
from
are just
James! Oh, don't swerve too early, friend.
No,
James,
no.
no!
Oh,
And James comes with the win. Wow. Oh my
man.
God, James. Wait, as Ren's coming up. Oh, Ren spins! Coming into the last lap. Let's go, James. What a race.
Oh yeah! Bow! 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 Bitch, I'm busting out of fucker!
We'll pull you down for an interview. Get out of here. We'll pull you down.
Yes! Alright. Sorry, I have to ruin your stream. I'll see you after.
Oh my God, James.
Happy James. James, that needs to be a shoey. Come on.
That was insane. What a race, though. Holy shit.
Jesus. Oh, that was Adrian joining really quick.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, James, you need to do a shoey. Come on.
He disconnected from the server. James said no thank you. Wait, is there a reverse grid race? Oh yeah, he's rejoining. Wow.
Come on, James.
What
You need to do
a close pack. Holy crap. My heart's
Oh man,
going
reverse
crazy.
grid. Become pole, man. Oh man, this is going to be so freaking awesome to see the reverse grid race.
I can't believe James was able to hold on to that. That was insane. Poor Namurai just absolutely binned it.
Man, what do you think of Toxic?
Yeah, Toxic was managed to have an
Mitchell-
absolute cracking pole lap, but
Mitchell 10th. Yeah, James going to the donuts. It's Hamata! I know.
and there he is, boys.
I'm saying there's a little bit of a tiny bit of excitement in my undies now.
What a drive from James. He really
He did
earned
it.
that. You did say that, Toaster. You did. It wasn't that it was race pace, it was just that I think he binned it at some point.
I think he's just gonna a bit wide and then.
That was awesome. What a race. Yeah. It's a shame, but wow. I mean, he managed to recover pretty well, but just wow.
Reverse grid race now, so. Oh, run on pole. Pikachu on second. Check third. For Buckton.
This is gonna be intriguing here.
Dive bombing all the way.
That top four separated by like 0.7 of a second. Absolutely nutty.
Saying, I'm so glad I can't race today. This looks so fun.
Sad. He's
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sad. Sorry, Toaster. Really fun in the rookie class. Man, wish I was in this race.
still saying final lap. I wonder who it's waiting for.
Don't know.
Maybe they
Probably
have to
ends.
vote to skip session or something. What is this camera angle? Why is it swaying around like this? There it is. Steven, could you go ask Namurai to come down here for an interview first, and then?
Yeah, sure.
Or should we get James while he's still on Cloud 9? Yeah, I need to hear what happened with Namurai.
I asked him. Oh, this is not Namurai. I asked. So.
James will join FaZe now. Yeah, that guy kept joining the interview channel. I had him muted because
Yeah.
I didn't want him. I don't think he was saying anything, but
I sent a message a few times, and again.
I don't know what he's doing.
I asked Namurai, so don't think he will come because they're on the grid already. But
He's
still 2 minutes ago.
He's sad. He doesn't want to talk to us.
I think.
Just an absolutely amazing race all around. It was mostly clean, but obviously not free of incidents, but why is it showing me? Perea left. Oh no.
Hope he joins back in time. Ellen on the podium, yeah.
Alan's probably going to be pissed that he's starting in 13th this time. I bet he's going to dive
back.
bomb. Yeah, luckily Perea made it back.
Ellen and dive bombing, please not. I think Picarishu and Ren are getting a really good fight.
I just hope that this one stays clean. Oh, somebody's car is dancing on the grid slot.
That's tactical advantage. You're faster by that way.
Oh no, I think yeah, Perea spawned inside Pika.
Oh god.
Oh, it moved him.
Disconnected.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah, probably cause he left and then joined. He's
Yeah,
on
put him
pole.
on his quali spot from the first race. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dance party going on.
Just missing the Tokyo Drift music.
So predictions for this one?
Rentrup and Picarishu will crash in the first corner. Mitchell wins the race, and Ellen is going to be third.
Let's see.
Let's go on.
And there they go. Coming up to turn 1. People looking
3 wide already.
3 wide, yep. Pika
Right on
already
this
got
side.
eaten up. Oh, Jack Lantern going for a move on Ren. Oh, who is that spinning in the middle?
And it is toxic. Ellen's already plays up.
Pika's dropping back.
Mitch 8.
Our Baker gets done. Toxor drops
Press.
back. Alex V going side by side with Mitchell. Oh, they have to. Oh, jeez.
Mitchell going out around the outside. And
This is a serious pack.
almost 4 wide, man.
This is gonna be a little bit hairy. Namurai's getting eaten up. What's going on? Oh, Mitchell spins!
Mitchell spins!
Oh, and Patrice gets a little squirrely. James made it through there pretty clean.
James already in 10th place. Ellen at 12th.
Bogdan up into first. Locks up though. Can Ren get the move? Oh, he doesn't go for the cutback. Takes a wide line. R. Baker up into 4th.
Friends are getting close to. I don't know who it was, but
We got a big pack back here. Let's see, can James grab any positions? He takes one from Namurai, or Toxort. Pika down into 7th now. Oh yeah,
Congrats.
Pika's dropping back. He went off.
pick up in it. And there's Mitchell.
Namurai closing in on no concept now.
James
he-
already on 8th place, man.
Can Namurai avenge his mistake from last, or not a mistake?
Ren is closing into Bogdan. Rentorp trying to get a move.
Ren got, oh, he's gonna have the, it's gonna be a drag race. He's got the inside line.
Yeah, it's going around outside.
Oh, can he get it done? He does.
Yes.
Bogdan left him enough room. Ren in the lead.
And Jack trying to attack Bogdan.
He does get it done.
Art Baker again on Bogdan. That's gonna be straight.
Namurai's coming up.
Oh,
on
that's
no
going to be
concept as
close.
well.
It's going to be close.
Oh, he cuts the chicane a little bit. Doesn't get it done. Namurai, oh, he goes off. And James takes the position. James wants that double win. Ren is starting to build a little bit of a gap, it seems. No, Jack is right on his tail. Namurai coming up on Mikhail now.
It's moving up to 11th.
Oh, can he get past no concept?
Doxot and
though?
Camel are just fighting each other.
Toxart gets it done, it seems. Yes, he does. Ren's
Chris
starting to
getting
run
back.
away now.
He's already built a second lap of second.
Namurai going
Yeah.
around the outside of turn 1 around no concept. Oh, can he
Oh.
hold it? A little bit squirrely.
Saved it already.
Looks like he's got the inside line coming up towards. Oh, can he hold on to it? Coming through old hairpin now. He secures it. Pack's starting to spread a little bit.
Rico closing into James. Man, this is one awesome race already. James already in 6th place.
Namurai on Mikhail again. This is the same as last race right here. Namurai's gonna be pissed. Can he get the run up to the chicane? Oh, he's got this. Oh, but Mikhail gets a better line, cuts the chicane. Toxic gets around no concept. It's a lockup up front. Alex V and Bogdan. Going back to this Namurai Mikhail fight though. So they're still right on the tail of James. These are the leaders from last race.
Jack stops back.
Jack spun.
Jack. Yep.
RIP Jack. F's in chat, boys.
Arbake with a fast lap. Toxic with a fast lap, 133.780. James already in 4th place, man.
Can he catch up to
No.
Alex V though?
I think.
We'll see. Namurai's still right on the tail of Mikhail.
Ren built already a 1.4 second gap.
Toxic up past
to our
Bogdan
Baker.
as well. Man, look at these gaps. They're all so close. Allen in 10th. Oh, Allen's closing the gap a little bit.
Come on, Alan, you can do it, man.
Allen didn't have the best run
Toxic,
out of that piece. Looks like Mikhail
to
went
lose
off.
place
Yeah,
to
Mikhail went off.
Man,
He's
come
dropping
on.
back. Allen goes past. James got past Alex V also. Namurai looking at Alex V right now. Oh, can he get the move down on the inside? He does, but can he hold on to it? Gets away clean. Alex V down into 5th, Namurai up into 4th, and Alan gets past No Concept as well to move up into 8th. Bogdan and Toxic. Nope. Alan leading a small pack here. Got a lot of people on his tail.
Ducks are closing in on Alex.
Oh yeah, and Namurai right there as well.
Oh, this is going to
Namurai
be
getting a
so
little
close battle.
squirrely. Oh, is he gonna be able to hold on? He does. James has got a lot of ground to cover to get up to R. Baker. R. Baker's catching up to Ren as well.
Ren is losing a lot of time.
No Concept is. There's another pack behind Alan here as well. Alex V on Toxic. He's got the slipstream. Are they gonna go 3 wide into the chicane?
Oh, and the back warriors fighting side by side.
Camel, can you do it? Patrice and Mikhail now side by side, going into the penultimate corner. Lockups from a few of them. Mikhail takes the switchback and gets the. Can he hold on to that position though?
DK saying
like he's
it's
going.
just the part of Ren's master plan. Winning one and starting at the back. Yeah, finish.
Toxic on Namurai.
Our
Lock
Baker
up in
making
the
a really
front.
big. Art making the gap to James really big.
Toxic going wide a little bit. Still right on there. No Concept and Mikhail still fighting bumper to bumper. Can No Concept get him up to the old hairpin? Doesn't go for the move. Toxic keeps getting closer to Namurai.
Baker changed position.
R. Baker gets the move on Ren. Ren gets the cutback. Does he have a better run? He does. Ren gets it back.
It's now just drag race to the. Come on!
Drag race.
Our Baker's faster.
Ren backs off early to get a better run. R. Baker locks up. Can Ren get him up here?
Hope so. James also closing in.
Ooh, and R. Baker locks up again. Can Ren get the
Switchback?
switchback
Yeah.
again? No, he doesn't get it done.
Next corner he's gonna take it. Believe me.
Patrice and Mikhail still fighting. Patrice managed to get past.
And oh, and the touching.
Ren pushes him a little bit wide. It's so close coming across the line. Oh, he tucks back behind.
James really closing in.
A little bit of a lock.
Look at the
from
battle
R. Baker.
between Toxic and Namurai.
Namurai had a better entry to that corner.
Toxic went on wide there.
Ren is right on R. Baker's tail. Oh, we're getting a little squirrely through there. See him really working the wheel. Can Ren take this back in the final half of this race? Toxic right on Namurai's tail. He's going for the move. He's gonna have the inside
James
line.
closing really in also.
Yep, yep.
Maybe he can do something in also.
Ooh, and Toxic locks up
the
and
touch.
takes out Namurai. Ren's back up into first. Same spot he got past last time. R. Baker coming back though. He's straighter into quick line. Or quicker into straight line. Oh my god. Straighter into quick line. I'm losing my mind. This race is so close.
This is so
Namurai's back
much
behind
fun.
Alex V. Ren gets the move through the chicane.
James closing in on a
Yeah,
second.
James is just waiting for this fight to explode. Namurai still on Alex V. Ren goes wide and loses it to R. Baker. Namurai coming up on Alex.
James just waiting when they crash, and then he's take the win. He's going to take the win. Good lock up.
Back up to the front pack. Let's see if R. Baker can get past. It's not looking like it's gonna be here. Oh, but a little bit of a squirrel. Can James capitalize? He's closing that gap. Namurai and Alex V. He's gonna have the slipstream coming down to Old Hairpin. Can he get the move done there though?
Don't think it. I think he's too far. He's too far.
He's got to
Probably
focus
gonna
on
set
getting
it for
through
the
that.
next
Oh,
corner.
he had to back off there. Toxic behind, looking for a move now. Our Baker is right back on Ren's tail. Ren's moving defensive, going inside.
Mikael's really close.
James
to
coming
Patrice.
in. James sneaking that. He says, "Thank you very much. I'll
James
take this from
outside.
you."
It's now just track race. He's close. He's getting behind.
James has got the slipstream on Ren.
Ren trying to get away. Oh man.
Oh, lock up from both our Baker and James.
On James.
Oh man, our Baker making a move around the outside, but he locks up a little bit. He's gonna get the cut back. He's gonna go for it. Oh! Oh, he almost bins it. He holds on though. Definitely lost a bit of time there. Mikhail and Patrice are still trading places.
C5 Corvette saying in chat, don't let James into a touring car again.
Bogdan dropping back. What happened? Oh, Bogdan binned it. Bindan again.
Mitchell passed. Doxer passed. Jack passed.
Pika's
Proya's really
at
at the back, man.
Jack on Toxord. Oh, Jack goes wide. Samurai still trying to get past Alex V, but Alex V is really good defensively here.
Our Baker on a second of James, and James on a half
James
second.
is pulling away. Can Namurai get
pretty
it done
big.
coming up to this turn here? He got bottled last time, it wasn't his fault, but can he get the move done?
I think he's going to fire it in
but
chicane.
Toxic is right up on his tail.
Camo JG saying Alan was sending it into in the hairpin in practice races. He's good at it.
Michaela
And
Patrice
Patrice came.
switching positions.
I think Mikael crashed or spinned or spun.
Yeah, something
Because he lost two
happened.
places.
Namurai got past Alex V. Namurai up into fourth. He's
James
closing the
losing
gap to
ground to
Baker
Ren.
now. Yeah, but oh, he closed it back. My God, this is so close. I can't. There's too many things happening.
Big Horseshoe got overtaken.
Oh, but James bins it. James bins it.
James bins
Oh
it.
no! Oh no! And James
Oh, he
throws
fucks
it
up.
away. He's gonna get passed by Namurai. Namurai on the podium.
Yep. Tax passed him also.
Yeah, but
And now Alex is
side by
attacking him.
side. It's looking like Ren's master plan is coming to fruition.
James was just trying too hard. Now he's to take care of his tires.
James's heart rate's at 135 beats per minute right now, I bet.
I bet he has sweaty hands at the moment.
And Toxic catch up to Namurai without banning him at this corner again. No Concept is catching up to Patrice.
I'm saying he had one can of Opis too much. That's on the side of James's car. Yeah. Oh, really good one.
Get it down your lead. Can James recover a little bit? He's gonna look for the move.
4
doesn't
minutes
go
died.
for it there. Toxic still on Namurai. Oh, Toxord on Bogdan. Drag
I found
race.
it really awesome that he didn't spin it. Because you can spin this car really easy if you do it wrong.
Our Baker's trying to close in on Ren again. But Ren is planned for this. Oh man, we got a big pack up here fighting for that last podium position.
James needs to get on with it, otherwise he's just gonna lose it. Because Alex has already a gap of a second to Toxic.
Yes, but can Toxic hang on? Can he get past Namurai? Or I guess can Namurai hold on? Namurai is driving mostly defensive, and R. Baker's pulling away because of it.
Yeah, it's the same like with me in the first race.
Oh, James is having a look at Alex.
Yeah, he's doing
going
it.
for it. He's got
doing
it done.
Oh yeah,
Alex might have a return here.
yeah. Alex gonna try and return it.
Oh yeah,
Alex fast
he's
on the
right
straight.
in his tail. Looks like James might have that all but locked in. Is Alex gonna have a look? Not here. R. Baker really closing that gap to Ren. Coming up to the penultimate. Ren's getting a little slippy.
Concept just got passed by Michael, or how it's called. Sorry if
Mikhail
I'm
comes
saying your
back.
name wrong.
Toxic gets past Namurai. What happened to Namurai? James got past Namurai as well. James is almost back on the podium.
He just needs to chase down.
Oh
Ren
man, this
getting
is so
attacked.
close. R. Baker with a little bit of a lockup. Got 2 laps to go.
2 minutes to go.
Well, yeah, but it's a 1:30 lap, so
Yeah, so like,
there's only
yeah.
gonna be this lap and the next. Quick maths. Can R. Baker get it done? Allen on Namurai.
White.
Oh, R. Baker's
trying.
Oh, he's gonna have the inside, but he's looking a little shaky. Run around the outside. Ren gets it back.
Yeah, he took it back.
These guys have been trading places on these 2 turns.
These are just such great turns to overtake and trying to overtake. You're really close, one just takes another line and you're just passed.
Oh man. R. Baker's
R. Baker
looking like
fast
he's
on the
gonna have a
straight.
look. Doesn't have the line. All he needs is a better exit and he can get him up to the penultimate corner. Jeez. Talking fast is difficult.
Yeah.
R. Baker is he's gonna go for the switchback again, it looks like. Oh, really wide entry there. Oh, but he's pretty
Pushing
clean
back.
on the exit. Ren still has the inside line, but R. Baker's right next to him. Toxic is coming up on this fight too.
Oh, drop back really hard.
Oh, Toxic is right there on him. No Concept just made up 2 places. Allen, what happened to Allen? Did he spin? He just dropped like 4 positions. Going back up to the fight for first. R. Baker's having a look.
Toxic is also coming in the battle.
This is really close.
Last lap. If these 3 bin it now, James still wins.
Can't have that. Oh, Toxic had a really good exit out of the old hairpin.
Just need to stick around here.
He backed off a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
he almost...
Maybe try an outside, yeah? Ah, come on.
No, he didn't have the line. He was just trying not to kill R. Baker.
Almost bins it himself. Yeah, James like 4th.
Anything can happen in these final 3 turns. 3 or 4, I don't know. Allen looks like he's gonna have a look on Mitchell here. Is he gonna have the run? Up to the chicane where he's been trying. Ooh, no, he doesn't have it. Oh, and R. Baker closing in. They're side by side. He backs off a little bit. It's looking like Ren's all but secured it. I've seen a few people bin it here. Like Steven.
Alex backs. Yeah, man. No,
And
no,
Ren
no, no,
gets
no,
the
no.
win. R. Baker 2nd, Toxic 3rd, James in 4th, and Namurai secures
Rami
5th.
for
With
Alex
Alex in
6th.
6th.
Oh, look at Alan.
Mikhail's-
He dropped massive back.
Oh, what happened to Alan?
Think that tires.
Bono, my tires are gone. Mitchell, can he secure the spot over the line? No.
Sad.
So close. Another great race, though. Wow. Shout out to Ren. What a drive from him. Oh, him and James having a little kiss.
James thinking, you stole my win. Who shall we get for the
We gotta talk to
interview?
James. We gotta
James?
talk to James, yeah. Alright, we're heading into the interviews now. James.
Hi, Will.
So you had an incredible
I've
run.
calmed
You were
down now.
looking so good after your first dub. But what happened coming up to that final turn?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think I had some kind. It must have been my wheel or something, because all of a sudden I'm braking, and then my car has shifted down 3 gears into reverse, and I'm backwards. I still
Oh,
recovered. I mean, I
no.
still got 4th, I think, in that race, and I think I've taken the overall event win, considering all the guys that were behind me in the first split ended up behind me in the second split as well. So I'm very pleased with how I drove today. I think this was easily the most fun I've had in the charged event. It was so fun.
It sounded like you were pretty fired up after that first one.
Yeah, I was, because I beat a lot of really quick drivers. And I'm
Dude,
really proud
you
of
drove an
myself.
absolutely incredible 2 races today. I'm just
Yeah,
So,
I'm very happy.
James,
yeah.
are we going to see a Shui or not?
Yeah, Toaster wants
Um,
Toaster wants a shoey.
Toaster wants a shoey. I did a shoey when I won at Road America in GT4. It was disgusting, so I think I've done my right passage. Toaster can do a shoey for me. I'm going to have a drink, because I always celebrate my wins with a little cocktail. I'm going to go make a margarita and chill out for the rest of the evening. Anyway,
Dude,
thank you
you
so much for
earned
hosting the
it,
stream
man.
today, Will and Steven. You guys have done a wicked job. I can't wait to watch the full thing back.
Thank
It's been
you.
awesome. Everyone at Charge rocks. It's been fucking awesome having like 60 people racing today. Can't wait to do it again next week. Thanks everyone for all the hard work. I'll leave you to interview someone.
I love you, James. Good drive today.
Bye, I love you too. Bye.
So, who shall we get now?
I think we should pull Namurai down here.
Yeah, he's coming.
Excellent. Namurai, it was looking so good for you in those 2 races. It seems like you had some bad luck in both of them. Why don't you talk us through what happened?
I don't really know what happened. My inconsistency is showing pretty badly there. I bended once at the last hairpin in the first one, and then I bended again in the same place.
Yeah,
on
what
the second
happened
one.
in that first race? Because you were running in what, second? And then all of a sudden, you just spun. What happened?
I was second, I overtook the leader, and I was on top. I was P1, and the guy in the back spun for some reason at T1. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like an easy win for the first match, but I bended myself and I went down to, I think, P5 and finished P4 at the end.
I mean, you had 2 good results overall, but just some poor luck and some mistakes at the wrong time, really. Everybody was so close in that front pack. I think the first race that, like, you, Mikhail, was it R. Baker and James, all within a second of each other fighting on that final lap. It was insane. Are you stressed?
Yeah, that second match was really stressing. That lap in the last 2 corners, it was pretty intense. I had a good battle with Alex. He's a really good driver, so.
Yeah, you were doing really well today. Like, it's just those mistakes just cost you so much. Everybody was
Yeah.
so close.
I'm overall an inconsistent driver, so.
You had the pace, though, I would say.
I could have gone faster, but I did off practice offline. I did 32 ninths, I think, and in the race my best time was something like a 33.5. So I really just gotta get more consistent.
Well, I hope to see you in the mini race next week. Maybe you can get a little bit of redemption.
Hopefully.
Thank you for coming for an interview.
Thank
You should go get Ren now.
Ren said he didn't want.
Oh, he doesn't want an interview?
Nope.
Well, I guess
I can still ask if he wants, but I don't think he wants.
if he doesn't, I mean, I guess it's worth asking, but man, yeah, for real, what a crazy set of races today.
Nope.
Ah. Well, I guess we can wrap it up here then. We'll just gotta say, man, what a crazy set of races. First set of the season.
Really fun to do, and also to race. So thank you for having me.
It was awesome to commentate with you. We got to see some really insane battles.
I'm gonna look back at my battles.
I'm gonna just one more time run the preview for the events that we got coming up in January. And yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. So again, Steven, thank you for commentating with me. And we will I'll see you next week.
Pleasure to do.
Once again, guys, thank you for coming, and we hope to see you next week.
Have a good night, everybody.